bastards.
Okay, you're gonna shoot at me, but open the gate. So, whoa, hello.
Open the gate, yep. As you commanded.
I yeeted a body. Did I just yeet a body at that thing? I wasn't expecting that, but I'll take it.
What's in the chair? What's in the chair? Turn right. What's in the chair?
Yeah, we saw
that.
What
the fuck is that?
I think we get a pet cat in our apartment. Free pussy. Just saw that you said that. Okay, so as usual, we're intercepted on our way to do a quest. But this is good. We wanted to do this the other night, but it wouldn't let us continue, so...
Come out! Let's solve this like warriors!
Pick your head up and we'll see who's a warrior. He's missing a whole face. Alright, bring it. Come here, jockey. Oh, there's a finishing move. Probably right. That probably was what needed to happen, but I just can't trust her.
Good morning, Night City, a day in the life. I was on my own, catching a ride.
Yeah, big punches for you. Suck on this. We knocked each other down. Slam this guy. Wake time. Come on, break out. Stun him. Yes. Stop that. Yeah, hit it in the spot where it's going to hit him. Yeah, excellent. Oh, he can ram us back, though. Alright, cool, that worked well. Lure those idiots into the fire. Spirit form. Okay, regen. On us. And crushing prison on her, Veravel, or whatever her name is. Yes, good. So Johnny does show up.
Know what my favorite game is?
Death, that's your favorite game. Flaming Crotchman.
It's me.
Flaming dude.
You know.
Guy with the smoking crotch.
Yeah.
That's one way to put it.
Hey, flaming junk dude got a brand new junk. Ow, it burns. It burns us.
You hear that?
Good morning, Night City, a day in the life. I was on my own, catching a ride.
About 20 minutes, half an hour, roughly, depending on what unfolds in here. So definitely not finishing today. I suspect we must be getting close to being finished next Monday, Tuesday. Whoa, look out. Oh, poor doggo got hit. It's alright, he'll walk it off. Just dodged it. Guaranteed this is a test. This has got to be part of the test. One's ahead, and Morrigan's like, nope, fuck off, get out, thank you very much. Okay, what the hell? Alistair drank all the potions. Alright, there we go. So we gotta get naked. Do a line of sacred ashes. Love to see Liliana's reaction to that. Doing a line of the ashes. She'd be horrified. I either did something wrong or I'm too dumb. There's surely going to be consequences. There's always consequences. Alright, thanks Radio Man from the 50s. Every time I hear Alan Wake, I think of the Katy Perry song, where she sings, I'm wide awake. But I hear, I'm Alan Wake. Let's go, Barry. Let's roll.
What the hell was that about, Al?
A nice deck. Good view.
There, boy. I'm almost done.
Whoa, did you see that? Reload, reload, reload. Reload, reload. That's got him. Alright, now we're getting better at this. Suck on that. It's nothing worse than creepy shit going on and no one believes you. The Great Old One. That is a cool... Whoa, shit! Where did you... What? There's another big guy. Dude, I do not have enough bullets for all of you.
Alan.
Come, let me knock you down. Take cover here. Nope. Knock him down that way. Yes! Haha! Score! Let's do that again. Oh, he's on the other side. Hang on, let me position. There you go. And you too. Oh, he didn't fall. He did. Whee! Ha!
They've hacked the bridge controls.
Alrighty, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to everyone. This is Nerdedness. I'm Shade. How you doing? Let's crack on, let's chill out, let's talk about games, mods, and do some questing in the meantime. Frosty's got your new PC up and running, which is awesome. It does suck that your internet's not being great for you, but at least you do get to enjoy the new toy. And Midnight totally don't have a motivation tonight. I can understand that. I have had an off day myself, so I've been looking forward to just chilling out, and this is one of those games that's very good for just chilling out and just doing whatever. So that's what we're going to do. So last session, we were progressing through the UC Vanguard questline, and now we need to go to Londinion, I think, with Hadrian. In between streams, I've been faffing around a bunch with some ship building, both for just building my ship, but also tinkering with potentially making a ship parts mod. But here is the beast so far. Oh, we've got some little blinky bits there. That's fine. Yeah, it's basically an extension of a layout I tend to go with a lot for the core. I've just put some weapons on it. I've just painted it. Let's see how it goes. It's a C-class ship. It's a bit bigger and slower and heavier. Let's take off. Let's go back to Mars and catch up with Hadrian. There we go. And off we go. And Frosty, don't know, Shade, you've heard of patches forcing a restart over if you've had to pause and shut down PC. Oh, hotfix. Oh. Generally speaking, no, I've never had that or heard of that happening, but sucks if that is going to happen. Shouldn't, though.
Looks peaceful from up here, doesn't it?
Alright, so we are fully powered in our... Let's power up our weapons. Oh, we do need a point in our grav drive. Now, used to flying a faster ship. I do have my own balances and tweaks mod on, and I think it might be too aggressive. Yeah, it is probably a bit too slow. That's alright. I will tune it. We'll give it some tuning. Anyway, for now it looks cool, and has lots of cool weapons. Alright, let's actually, we want to go to our mission log. Hostile intelligence, that's the one. Take us back to Mars, please. And I have finally learnt the lesson as to where the shortcut elevator is.
Exploration requires courage, and in this case, a functional suit.
Yes, it does. There we go. We just needed to walk closer to stop that blinking. Maybe the paint job that's making it do that. Alright, this is the shortcut. We park right next to the elevator, and the GPS wants us to run the long way around. That's very aggravating. Anyway, through the shortcut, straight down we go, cutting out like a good, I don't know, 6 or 7 minutes. There she is, right there. Ah, thank you, audience and people watching, giving me tips. I live for the tips. I need the tips. How's the tip? Alrighty. Hadrian wants to show us something. What does the quest log say? Hadrian says she has a plan for dealing with the Terrormorphs. I should follow her to find out more. Has it got something to do with this big weird bird, pterodactyl giraffe thing?
You remember that creature we talked about before you went to Nira? The thing that eats Terrormorphs, the
Yes. Yes, that's extinct. Is that what this thing is? So there's a thing that eats terrormorphs?
Take that as a no, then. Yes, there are. Apparently, the Asylees were bloodhounds for terrormorphs. But when the UC ran low on synthetic foods during the Colony War, the Asylees were chosen to fill in the gaps.
Right.
We thought they were harvested to extinction. But in the data, the research team found the location of a few remaining specimens. As you can see, what we're proposing is bringing them back. We'd breed populations of them, distribute them to human worlds, and then let nature take its course, using a method that thousands of years of adaptation have already perfected. We could speed up their breeding process using some of the same technologies that were used to create me.
That's what I thought.
We
Clone it.
think that with some time and investigation, we could use the Asylees' hunting skills to track down the Terrormorph transmission method at long last. Find out how humanity spread them and put an end to the Terrormorph problem definitively.
Yeah, because introducing a new species somewhere has never had any side effects. Oh well, still better than terrormorphs, I guess. Are these Asylees things dangerous?
If you pick a fight with one, or you're a Terrormorph, sure. But Asylees were already spread across the galaxy once before during the Colony War. As livestock, they're far less of a danger than the one we're proposing to clean up.
Right. Okay, okay. Could Asylees really clean up the whole world you're describing?
All our data suggests so. Asylees, they're impressive hunters. The few tests we've been able to run, well, they more than got the job done. They're also shockingly adaptable. The data suggests they're able to thrive just about anywhere, and we plan to selectively breed them so they can hunt terrormorphs wherever they're hiding. Which is important, because we did some cross-referencing in the terrormorph data. On worlds where Asylees were present, terrormorphs weren't. This suggests that however it is terrormorphs are getting onto our worlds, Asylees are somehow cleaning that up as well. These creatures are good at what they do.
Kind of a bit dumb that you nearly ate them into extinction then, if they were that good. How did we... Well, someone knew about it at the time, and the Terrormorph threat has existed before the Colony War did. Alright, well, anyway, using aliens to our own ends. Sounds like the Xeno Warfare team all over again.
I suppose that's a fair comparison.
Yeah.
Except that this time, we'd be protecting human lives, not ending them. Now, there is another option for removing the terrormorphs from our worlds. It's faster, maybe even more efficient, but riskier. A microbe. Something we could aerosolize, let spread, and have it clean up anything with terrormorph DNA for us, which would include morphs, and we expect their transmission method. It'd still take time to build, test, and distribute, but no other method could hold a candle to it when it comes to sheer efficiency. Not even the Asylees.
Yes, but that's... Microbes and virus engineering has lots of risks and potential side effects. There we go. What kind of risks are there with this microbe?
Percival assures me that they're minimal. He'll be able to encode safeguards against mutation in the agent's genetics, so that they stick to the task of cleaning up terrormorphs. But the microscopic world has a tendency to behave in ways you can't always predict. So to say there's zero risk would be a lie.
I wouldn't want to do that, I don't think. And who exactly is going to be doing all this work dispersing the microbe or the Asylees?
Well, that's still not 100%. But it sounds like the Vanguard will actually be picking up a fair bit of it. But there's no sense in hammering down those sorts of details before we've made a decision on which route we're taking.
Okay. Oh, so you can actually choose one or the other, can you? Well, maybe it's just a comment, but for me, yeah, that sounds like you're playing with fire. I vote for the Asylees.
They are quite handsome creatures, almost serpentine, even.
Always thought they looked a little more avian myself, but...
Me too, yep.
They put the Terrormorphs to shame when it comes to charm. With either path, though, we're looking at a long-term commitment. Years of work. Even just getting these plans off the ground is going to take time. And all routes are going to require some highly specific materials to make things work. Terrormorph cell lines we can breed quickly and consistently to test on. Seely's gene samples we can use to rebuild their bloodlines. Or sharpen our microbes tracking skills. Not the sort of things any labs just got lying around. But we think we found a lead. One place in the known galaxy where we know we should be able to find all the materials we need. All paths lead to Londinion.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Alright, so... the planet overrun by Terrormorphs? Isn't that suicide?
It's dangerous, yes. But Kaiser, Percival, and I, we've trained for this. And you're not so green yourself. Yes. And the last thing I want right now is for the UC to stick us with some gung-ho jarhead who's gonna put us and the mission at risk. Captain, you're the reason we're all here right now. You're the person I think can help us finish it. Will you join us on this?
I will, but are we even allowed on Londinion?
It's certainly not encouraged, but the UC's given their sign-off for this excursion. Okay. This trip is all above board.
Right, and you said Londinion had an Asili's population before.
It was the central hub for Asili's processing during the Colony War. But, and this part's exciting, the Terrormorph data suggests Asilis were first found there. The planet it's on, Toliman 2, was their homeworld. Meaning, there's a very good chance their prey, the Terrormorphs, came from that same world. Which would also explain why no one ever suspected that planet as the Terrormorph source world. The Asilis were too damn effective at cleaning them up. Right. Additionally, it explains why once the Asilis were gone, the outbreak there was so catastrophic. Londinion could very well be where the Terrormorph saga began. And the key to its end.
Alright. Well then, let's not waste any more time. Londinion, here we come.
Exactly what I was hoping to hear.
Yes.
Now, the UC has a small operating base on Londinion's outskirts. We're cleared for access, but we'll need to check in with the base commander, Sarah Hatoum, when we touch down. I'm gonna help Percival and Kaiser prep, but once that's done, we'll rendezvous with you there. But you need to know, Londinion, it belongs to the Terrormorphs. They'll have anti-Xeno gear for us at the base, but I'd make sure you've got your favorite arms on hand.
I do keep forgetting to
If you have the time, I wish to speak to you.
Alright, Androsia wants to chat. We had an optional objective to buy some gear from someone, so we'll do that in a minute as well. How are we doing for... That's got plenty of ammo, that's got plenty of ammo, that's got plenty of ammo. This one has the ball. I always struggle to get ammo for that one. And that has plenty of ammo as well. Maybe I should have built a minigun. Micro gun, alright. Andresia, what do you want to talk about?
It has been a relief to be honest with you about my past. I appreciate your willingness to listen. But talking about this, remembering all those years, has brought back some unsettling memories.
Ooh, that does sound interesting. You have memories of House Faroon that aren't... have memories of House Faroon that aren't unsettling. I'm surprised.
You did not grow up on my world or as part of my culture. I would not expect you to understand. I would, however, expect you to be a bit more respectful. And this...
Sorry.
It is not about that. It is something else. I have told you that I spent many years coordinating with smugglers along the edges of the settled systems.
Yes.
There were men and women I worked alongside closely. And over time, I established relationships. They were not of the promised, but I considered them friends.
What do you mean by the promised?
It describes the people of House Varun. We who have been promised to serve the Great Serpent now and forever. In exchange, he promises to care for us when he returns to his domain.
Anyway, you sound surprised.
Yes, very. It was not what I was expecting. You must understand. I was raised to believe that those who do not follow the Great Serpent do not matter. They are lost. Their fate is fixed.
Same as most religions, but go on.
And yet here were these men and women with hopes and dreams, delights and aversions. It felt like a small betrayal of my people, of House Varun, but I cared for my friends. And then I lost them.
Ooh, that must have been pretty terrible.
It was. In ways I did not understand at the time. And so it has bothered me ever since. It was so sudden. We had met on a remote planet to transfer cargo. And zealots appeared in force, seemingly out of nowhere. There was barely time to react. So many were cut down immediately. I believe my years of training saved me, got me moving when others faltered. I retreated to my ship immediately.
Then took off.
But I left them all behind. Aaron Bascom and Jada Wong. They were my friends, and I abandoned them. And in the years since, I have never looked for them.
Ooh, you never checked up on them?
No. I told myself it's because I never had the time, but in truth, I was scared of what I'd find.
Yeah, I would be too. How long has it been?
10 years.
It's a lot.
I was immediately reassigned to another role, light years away.
Okay. Well, if they're half as strong as you, they would have gotten by.
I have no doubt they were resourceful. Still, how badly were their lives damaged by that moment? In my time getting to know you, I have thought more and more of all this. How little sense it all made, how I never really knew what happened or what became of my friends. My connection to you has reminded me what it means to trust someone, to be there for them. And I can no longer live with not knowing. I need to finally pursue this. I would like you with me when I do. I do not know what we will find, but I know it will be easier with you at my side.
Sounds like something for another episode, but we can flirt. I would do anything for you, Andreja. Dodgy wink.
Thank you. That is... I'm sorry, I am not used to someone being so considerate on my behalf. I am not sure where they might be now, but I believe we should begin the search in Aquila City. That is where I last saw Aaron Bascom.
Cool. And she considers us a friend. And she's going to be stuck by our side until we do that mission. Well, luckily we want to have her by our side anyway, because we are still continuing on this quest line. So we'll start delving deeper into some more of the lore and the happenings of House Varun as we get closer to the expansion, which I'm anticipating probably being next week at this stage. Next episode, maybe. Let's see how we go. That's they do all seem to have that weird...
I hope that we have not ultimately made a mistake in resurrecting this place.
Me too, Andreja. I agree. Alright, so this guy might have stuff we can buy. Lieutenant Golter Azevedo?
Oh, this goddamn planet. You romanticize a place when you're away from it for long enough, but I forgot what a dust-crusted pit Mars can be. Now you. What do you need?
I need gear. But what's wrong with Mars?
Oh, nothing. I love having to take a toothbrush to every crate they drag in here. Now, you gonna tell me what you need, or can I get back to my work?
Oh, snarky. Well, aren't you just a ray of sunshine?
It's come up on my performance evals. But I know the needs of this facility inside and out. So, everyone has to deal with it. Not that it should matter to you. I'm sorry. Who are you again?
Oh. I'm the one who helped Hadrian put down the Terrormorphs in New Atlantis.
Oh, that's you then.
Yes.
I was informed we might be working together. Don't much care for Vanguard. But sounds like you two really got into the thick of it back in New Atlantis.
You're welcome.
My sister's kids live in the city. So, thank you for what you did there.
Yes. Yes. So, what's your problem with the Vanguard, then?
Don't think it's a controversial belief that the UC should spend its money on its own people first, rather than doling out credits to pilots from God knows where. But, considering the evidence before me, I guess the program's not a total waste. So, what you did for New Atlantis, I appreciate it.
Okay. Oh, well, I hope your family was all right.
Yeah, they both came through okay. One science division, others an artist. Effectively useless human beings that would have had no reason to be anywhere near the fighting. Still, would hate to see anything happen to them. Now, what was it you needed?
Okay, I get the sense this isn't the first time you've worked in this place, is that right?
That's correct. Ran logistics for the Devils for years before getting the assignment here. Military logistics isn't usually thrilling work, but as bone-crushingly exhausting as this job could be, it sure as hell was never dull. Coordinating habitats for nightmares from the far side of Lantana 8B and their favorite breathing snack foods? Sure, why not? Stocking the UC for a rancher who's got 2,000 grade A kilos of biomass he can ship to Mars per week? We call days like that Tuesday. So when I heard things might be opening up again, I put in for my transfer immediately.
Alright, so what do you think about this new project of taking on the Terrormorphs?
If anyone can pull off something as downright lunatic as that, it's these people. And I'll make sure they've got all the supplies they might need to make it a reality.
Alright, well, show me what you got for sale.
Everything up to spec.
I need ammo. Or, no, he doesn't even stock it. I need 7.5 ammo for my revolver. He doesn't have it. What else have you got? Vampire's Gift. So this is a... I'm going to buy it because it's a unique weapon. The unique weapons are a bit underwhelming. I would like to do a mod that changes that. Okay. That's got reckless bombardment. If we can come back later. How much cash have we got? 300,000. I still need to do some more shipbuilding though. We got some stuff we can sell to maybe offset the cost. Let's try it. Let's buy some unique weapons, and now let us... He doesn't have any decent gear. Let's sell some stuff. We've collected a number. Overblast. Can't remember if I need that. Yeah, let's get rid of all of these. Pain blade. We're keeping the pain blade. Oh, that's honed. No, extruded is better. Okay, how we doing? Oh, he's still got a lot of cash that we've spent on him. Get rid of some of these. Superior ecliptic suits. Don't need those. Keep the Mark 1 because it's kind of special. Find a rune pack. Helmets. Nope. Okay. Get rid of all of the Mines, I find I never use mines. Or shrapnel grenades. Let's drop those. And each of those. Wow! We still have... I picked up a folder at some stage. We still got a lot of money to make back. Don't need two of those. Alright, well, that might just do it for now. Yep, that'll do it. Let's go. So I do actually want to collect all the unique weapons in the game because, you know, they're unique weapons. They are a bit underwhelming in their capabilities and appearance, but maybe a mod will fix that. Anything else from Kaiser?
We will rendezvous at Londinion.
Alright, Mr. Death-Dealing Machine. To Londinion we go. Londinion bridge is falling down. This is the slow way back. So the elevator must have been at the other end of the walkway. Nope, there it is there. So many games do this with their auto navigation. Oh, it's fun to rip on Starfield. It's definitely not the only game that has this issue. Alright, so let's do a save and see to Londinion, which is in Tollman. Okay. I'm gonna say, I thought it was in Alpha Centauri for a second. Which is the Jemison. Oh, hello.
This world is off limits. You are advised to jump to safe harbor immediately.
We're here on a mission. I'm cleared to land here. I'm meeting with Commander Atom? Atom?
Let me check my logs.
How to pronounce that?
Alright, you can proceed. We'll let them know you're on your way down.
Thank you, sir. Down we go. No, don't lock him. Don't shoot the poor bastard. Planetary map. Take us to forward base. 441. Oh, that means, but that's where we're going.
Good to go for landing.
It is a very big looking ship, isn't it? It's only going to get bigger.
Whenever I'm lost, I think, what would you do in my shoes? Not literally, though. I've got small feet.
I love the adoring fan. He's funny. Alright. Friendly Model S bot here. Oh, it's an icy planet. I actually did not expect that. Still need to get some cooler looking armor. We do not look stylish with our mishmash.
You! Inside the barriers! Double time!
Double time. Don't tell me what to do.
You with the Xeno unit?
Yep.
Head to command. Far end of the compound.
Yes, sir. There's a statue here about those Asylees. So if they knew how good they were and they built statues, or is it just because it was a local wildlife thing and some of it doesn't make sense? Anyway, we're gonna take all the ammo and weapons we can get, because why not? Especially if there's some legendary effects to pick up. Oh, and there's some crafting weapon workbench. I don't have my resources with us. Cool statue though. Why is there blood all over the spacesuit workbench? That's not inspiring. But into the Terrormorph is where we're meant to go. I'm interested to have a quick look up here first. if exploring's gonna... Ah, so this is like the remnants of the old city. There's an old gal bank, an old enhance. Is there any... No, there isn't. There's nothing to explore, is there? It's all iced up. Communications tower. Alright. Inside the Terrormorph. Let's go. Ooh. Get a snack on that. Check out gear. Shock troop spacesuit. That's not a bad looking spacesuit. It's an advanced, although superior is what we really want. But anyway, why don't we grab it? What's this one? Deep recon. Not as cool looking. The helmets aren't bad. Take that helmet now. Book to collect. Quantum edge. Dagger. Ooh, we can pick this open. Why are they leaving all these resources lying around? I think there's a, is this...
Can you get that done?
Pretty quick. So we've got an anti-robot explosive weapon. We need anti-alien. All the medical equipment. Ooh, headhunters advanced. Also not terrible. Now I think we get a unique piece of, or set of armor here, don't we? Oh, I just ate a whole block of butter. That can't have been amazing. Alright, let's save. Let's talk to the next person. Continue. Hello, Commander Hatome?
I pride myself on knowing everyone on this world, and I don't know you. You're with the collection team then, I presume?
Yeah.
Either that, or you're one deeply unlucky trespasser.
Okay. Just here for the coffee. Yeah, let's be smart. I'm just here for the coffee. Black. 2 sugars, please.
Deflection. Lovely. Nervous then? I certainly wouldn't blame you. Well, perhaps I'll just get my answer from them instead. Commander Hatome. No need for introductions, Major Salon. Dr. Walker, your reputations precede you. Can I also presume he's with you?
Kaiser.
Oh, the captain? Yes, ma'am. Couldn't do this without him.
Then let's not waste any more time. Now, Londinion is one of the most dangerous places in the Milky Way. It's with good reason my soldiers and I do everything we can to avoid entering the city. Terrormorphs are omnipresent, and the structural damage left behind when Major Sanon's father bombed its spaceport has turned large swathes of the metropolis into a decaying labyrinth. As such, we'll be providing you all with gear, information, and uploading municipal unlock codes to your robot. Every tool you could need to succeed out there.
Excellent.
Except one. Once you're on the other side of those barriers, you will be on your own. If you get into trouble, my people will not be coming. Do we understand each other?
We do. I'm just hearing there's lots of action and loot waiting for us, and experience. So Victor's bombed this place? Why did he do that?
The initial Terrormorph outbreak that overran Londinion during the tail end of the colony war came as a complete shock. Waves of the creatures appeared out of nowhere, and the city was quickly overwhelmed. There were some attempts at evacuation, but Victor's decided more definitive action was merited. He ordered the spaceport to be bombed, ensuring no other ships could leave the city, halting the spread of the outbreak but leaving large sections in ruins and condemning countless lives. And the intervening 20 years have only made Londinion more hostile, not less. So my people will not be coming for you out there. Understood?
Understood. So, yeah, well, I get it, but you wouldn't send a rescue party?
We are unwanted guests on this planet, and, as a rule, I don't put my people in any more risk than is absolutely necessary. We've got it hard enough out here. So, no, there will be no cavalry sweeping into the rescue.
That's fair. Well, can you tell us what we're going to face out there?
Terrormorphs, and plenty of them. Outside our little sanctuary here, much of the planet is theirs. For that reason, we keep our trips into the city to a minimum. That also means our intel becomes largely historical once you go much beyond the defenses. It's also why I want to make sure I'm being crystal clear. Out there, you're on your own.
You're probably gonna die, and we're not gonna help you. Yeah, okay, cool. All right, sure. Now I'll take your heaviest audience. I'll take your heaviest ordnance, please.
We'll do our best.
Give us your big
I'll leave you
guns.
to your preparations then. You can find your equipment in our armory, base of the tower just outside. And I do believe there's someone waiting for you there, Captain. Now, once you're outside the base, it's my personal suggestion you make a beeline to the nearby Aceles plant. It contains one of our field caches. Though I can't guarantee it won't contain anything else. I hope you all find what you're looking for out there. Robot, you're coming with me.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Commander. Percival, you all set to hook into their comms tower?
Should only take a few minutes. Let's get this done and get the hell out of here.
Percival will be scanning the city for our samples from here. When he finds one, he'll transmit the coordinates to us out in the field.
Very good. Hadrian's helmet is badass. Look at that. I've not seen that before. Is that from one of the Zone 79 mods that I've got installed? Whatever it is, I love it. It almost also has a bit of a Mandalorian shape to it, but still not quite actually being Mando. Very cool helmet. I like it. Alright, so Hadrian, you can pinpoint the location of these samples all the way from here?
Pinpoint's a bit strong.
The equipment will be able to get us a rough location of any acceptable samples in the scan area. It'll be up to you, Kaiser, and I to find the things.
You think that is vanilla, Grizz? Well, well done. I like it. Also, welcome, Grizz. Thanks for hanging out. Alright, ready when you are.
Alright. Head over to the armory and gear up. Once you're done, we'll meet by the entrance to the city.
Optional, collect your gear. Well, if we're given some gear, we're absolutely going to collect it. Is this where we get some of that Xeno stuff I've heard about? I'm guessing is those target markers inside here. Okay. Ooh. Yeah, give me some loot, Grizz. Get ready for some loot. Alright, well, there's a book. A whole bunch of healing. Ammo. What's this? That is not an interesting... Armor-plated, advanced UC, anti-Texo skip pack. Anti-Tixo? No, if I could read correctly, it would say anti-Xeno. Dumbass. Alright, that's an anti-Xeno helm. That's similar to Hadrian's. That's kind of cool. Beast Hunter. Ooh, less damage from alien enemies. We might wear that straight away. Anti-Xeno, less damage from alien. I thought it would do more damage to aliens, but anyway, maybe some of those effects are randomized. Alright, let's have a look. That does sound like a useful helmet. What have I currently got? I've got the, yeah, this is more of a human target one. Sensor chip and anti-ballistic. Yeah, that's clever. That is, it's similar to, Hadrian's. Chuck it on. Alright, and then from an armor perspective, I think our current one is probably going to still benefit us more. Oh, it does look badass. Yeah. It is lower in stats, but it looks cool, and it does have the reduced damage from aliens, which includes Terrormorph. So I'm going to chuck it on. We've got to look the part. whilst we are vanguarding it up. Yes. Alright, show me the goods. Oh, we have to... Is anyone going to get upset with me picking this open? No? Alright.
We cannot just break it open.
I've been caught. Yeah, I thought they wouldn't like that. Weird. Go collect your gear from the armory. Here's a locked weapon case. You're in trouble now for lockpicking the weapon case. Well, you guys are the ones being dicks about it. Cool. Lucky we have space magic to the rescue. Look away. Dracia loves it. Yep. Oh, we leveled up, and this is not classed as stealing, so we'll continue. Let's grab all this stuff. We'll sort it out later. I've already got the weapons I plan to use. They aren't anti-Xeno weapons, I will admit, but they are decent. They're more targeted for human targets.
All quiet over here.
Oh, and we can talk to the agent. Hello.
Match our description. The Vanguard captain? The cabinet wanted you to have something.
Yeah.
Make sure you had the best tools for the task at hand.
Yeah.
Now, if you'll excuse me.
Oh, and he's given it... Oh, he gave us a legendary microgun. Ooh, that does sound cool. It does more damage to aliens, and I just happen to have a whole bunch of rounds for it, so yeah, let's equip that, or hotkey that into one of these slots. Probably... Well, we're not going to be sniping, so let's take the Beowulf out. Chuck it in there. Sounds good. I realise there's some weapon cases here too. It's empty. Is our suit complaining about the weather? Is that what we're copying? Is that why it's beeping? Yeah. Dude! Alright, well... Do I need to put my other equipment back on then? Change. See our Mantis pack. Ooh, it doesn't do a lot environmental resistance. Ooh, it does have my dynamic boost pack though. Maybe we'll chuck on the anti-Xeno backpack then. Let's do some first aid on ourselves, because we've got some frostbite, apparently. The suit is still not happy. It's still cranky at us. It's because I've got it on extreme difficulty. I don't know. Let's continue. Oh, actually, no, I don't think we have materials to modify anything for our awesome new microgun either. High-powered tactical mag. Which does what? Armor piecing rounds. Yeah. This one does reload speed. No, give me more powerful rounds. Yes. I do have some materials.
Whomever faces that way are done.
No, right. So that's all good. It's got a suppressor on it. That's kind of dumb. Although, if you've got a suppressor on it, you get more... Oh, you might need to be stealthed for the skill bonus to apply. Lastly... accuracy... This gives it more range. It's a bit more accuracy and recoil control. While standing still, who stands still and shoots? Long barrel. The skin is locked. Has it got a unique skin, maybe? Alright. Weapon modded. Let's go. Get some food on our way in. Hello, Hadrian.
All set on your gear?
Yep.
Are you ready to do this?
I guess. Wait, are you nervous?
Yeah, just pre-mission jitters. You hear about a place for so long, it maybe gets bigger in your head than it should be.
Yeah.
But you don't need to worry about me. I'll be all right. Now, are we doing this or not?
Hell yeah, we are. But the best team in the galaxy at my side. Couldn't be more ready.
That's damn right we are.
That's right.
Come on, let's get out there.
Let's go.
Percival, everything green on your ends?
She's more focused.
Personal comm should be routed through Kaiser now. You copy that?
Roger, loud and clear.
Perhaps too loud.
Oh, you're a riot robot.
Kaiser, kick it off.
Unlock code transmitted. You may open the gate when ready.
Proceed into the city. I might need to change gear because I'm noticing that we are getting more and more health damage. This is one of the things that people have complained about in this game too. Just sometimes the environmental stuff is just inconsistently harsh. I put my other suit back on. Is it any better? I don't think so. I think they're both popping it. Thermal, yeah. This does have less. Once again, we've got... Oh, yeah. Alright, hit the button. Go.
Alright. On our way into the city. Percival, where are we heading?
Running the first sweep. Got one. A Sealy's. Not far. Old shipping yard just past the processing plant. Gene samples are probably in one of the containers.
Okay. It's gonna be annoying hearing...
It's dominated. Must be a morph nearby, keeping it under its sway. Let's put it down!
Alright, this is going to be tough because we're copying environmental damage the whole time because our stupid suits
More of them! Clean them up!
won't protect us. Can't heal until we get...
Is that for selling laser or personal use?
Can't heal this yellow heal with detriment to my... Oh, you can't see my health. There you go, there's my health. Heavily impacted. Do we have any powers? Last stuff we've got moon form, but then you can't move. Supernova, parallel self, particle beam, atmosphere. There is reactive shield, but I don't think that's going to do it either. Alright. No. Now we've got the blurry shit in our face. Keep just churning through. First aid. Luckily we've got lots of first aid. Yeah, our health keeps whittling down. place I can fix that is by resting in certain locations. If you're reading this, it means you're alive and you can help us. There's 4 of us. We've been hiding in the train yard for days now. We need evac now. We're low on food and melting ice for water, but we can hear them constantly crawling all around the hab. It's only a matter of time before they find a way in here. I snuck out here to drop this off and nearly became a more food in the process. If you're here to evacuate the city, don't leave without us. We're in the Londinion train yard control room up above the platform. None of us want to die here. Oof, they definitely did. Alright, Foreman's log. She's out of her mind. There's no other explanation for it. Because if General, whoever the hell she is, wants 130k additional ration packs by the end of the month, she either needs to start defending her damn supply ships better or find me a new source of materials. My people can synthesize food all day long, but only if we've got the damn ingredients. And if she doesn't like it, she can go kick sand or ice or whatever. Alright, so that's more lore in the background as to how harsh it was.
Safety's off.
Looks like the last of them. No sign of the morph, though.
Your shipping yard's just beyond the processing plant. Cache with some goodies is towards the rear of the facility.
Oh, wow.
You dial in the location of those samples from here?
Yes, they're faint, but I've detected multiple.
Is there a chem we should use, maybe?
Pellet signatures. I have restored power to the containers.
Jackpot! Get down there and collect as many as you can.
Alright, we shall. Do we have any chems that help with resisting damage, squall, movement, noise, affinity? I've never had to worry about environmental stuff before. Ranged weapon damage, persuasion, movement speed, battle stim, damage resistance. The mighty alien genetic material. No. No good. Antibiotics, aren't I being affected? No, we're not actually being affected. We're slowly losing. Actually, you know what we will do? Personal atmosphere, so we can at least recharge our oxygen. Where is it? We are definitely going to need to go and rest on the ship after each one of these mission iterations, I think. Okay, that's back out. Forwards is... Oh, that's where we're going. Alright, well, what's in here then? Nothing. There's another way we could have come from. Get go in the ice. Well, we just get to enjoy listening to the Chrono Watch warn us about the damage that's slowly eating us away. We changed difficulty settings? Does it fix it? Sleep healing. None of these advanced. We back it down to normal. Ah. Okay, that's better. That's what we should have done. Alright, well after this mission we'll go and sleep on the ship so we can get it back. I didn't realize that difficulty setting was making things a bit ridiculous. Environmental damage and afflictions are gained from hazards. Afflictions are gained from weather. Advanced is what we had, gained from hazards, weather, and Ambiently on dangerous planets. Okay, we're on a dangerous planet, that's why. Alright, well, we're leaving that off, because that's just irritating. Especially when the NPCs don't seem to mind. Okay. And Grizz, thank you. You chimed in. I missed it. Oh, big gun time. Come on. Ooh. Shoot, you silly gun. Oh, that hurts, doesn't it? Now let's burn it. Set it on fire. That's it. Get those dots cooking. Yes! Much better. Okay, I'm gonna leave all the other healing difficulties cranked up because I think it's a little bit of... Whoops, that's the wrong button. I didn't even know that was a button. Is it V? Ah! I've got a second grenade button I didn't know about. Alright, in here is what we need. Gene samples and some other stuff. Cool. Alright, the burning effect and the bleed effect from this weapon seems to work well so far. Alpha gene sample. Anything behind here? Oh, there is. Alright, how are we getting this crate? Whoop. Something growling around here. Cloaked. I didn't know they could be cloaked. Yeah. Oh. New minigun is not bad. Not.
Shoot! We're friendly!
Oh, that's not going to help us. Oh, I didn't have it quick saved either. I forgot to quick save. All right, well, let's see where it spawns us back in then.
Initiating target elimination.
Open fire!
Minigun wasn't as good as I'd hoped. Maybe if we shot faster. Because our... Oh shit, that does hurt. Don't let it get close. Is there... Alien reanimation. Does it work on Terrormorphs, though? Oh, it does. Alright, we have claimed ourselves a Terrormorph to fight by our side. Something has knocked the... Nope, that was a different one. I don't know how long that thing stays resurrected. The other thing we might do is summon another one of us. That's the button. Yep, I accidentally...
Nothing's gonna save you. Nothing's gonna save you.
Reinforcements, please. Oh, I have got parallel cell. Yeah. Oh, I didn't have enough mana, is it? Not enough mana. Alright. Oh. Is that the mental effects that the Terrormorphs have? That's really well done. That's creepy as. Kinda like it. 1,000 XP for that. Jesus. Reload.
All Sealy's samples collected.
All right. Now hand those over to Kaiser, and let's get out of here.
Yes, indeed. Kaiser, here are the samples.
Samples secure.
Nice work. Now, earlier scan picked up a valid Terrormorph sample, but, well, it's in the spaceport. And the quick route there looks like it got blasted when the port did.
There are steam tunnels under the city, which will allow us to access the spaceport.
What do you... That's right. Kaiser, how did you know that?
I'm not sure.
Percival, you see any better option?
Not from where I'm standing.
Then we've got our answer.
Access unlocked. We may proceed.
Alright, well, before we do that, I actually would like to get back to the ship, please. Because we need to rest. Fast travel to the ship. We need to rest to get our damaged health bar back. And then we'll get back out there. I do like this UC armor. It does look cool. Oh, and Hadrian's still following us. I don't have a bed in the captain's quarters yet, but I do have the living quarters. That'll work. How long do we need to sleep for? I don't know. 2 hours? A little nana nap? A little power nap? The Grizzlies never used the,
Sufficiently rested. Who knows what this day will bring?
Okay, we're rested. I didn't even think to ever try that. Does that give us more XP? It does. Another 25 minutes. I should have been doing that more. What if we sleep for 4 hours? So, Grizz, you haven't used the resurrection spell?
Good. You're awake. I was running out of knives to sharpen while I wait.
Calm down, Andreja. Jesus. Alright, so no, it doesn't increase the duration. It's always 25 minutes. How do I get back down? I've already forgotten. Oh, we're on... It goes up, but it doesn't go down. Down. Alright, down. Here.
Where are we going? What are we doing?
You're staying here, creepy
Every
stalker
world
fan.
with living things is a treasure.
Alright. Back into the fight. Now that we are properly recharged. Go through the chunks. Yes, we do. Here we go. Alright, well, I'm glad I figured out what was harming us. Being on a dangerous planet, that is a terrible difficulty option to have enabled. Spacesuit was not doing a protect. Okay, next section through here. Alright, well, we've sprinted ahead, so now we have... Oh, there they are. Hadrian, Andreja. Where's Kaiser? Don't know. Let's assume he'll catch up. The steam tunnels. Loading screen might teleport them. Yep, it did.
Kaiser, this flora, this is Lazarus plant, isn't it?
Confirmed.
You know, no one even realized it was a living thing until someone got it under a microscope and saw it had cells. Can't be cultivated anywhere but Londinion.
Interesting.
A real marvel. All these leeches. What's keeping these things warm?
Where are they all going? What if we throw in a gravity well.
Truly the Great Serpent has
You make
blessed
the
you.
impossible look easy, Captain.
If I aim it at the right spot, maybe? Oh, it's just doing ones, because it's percentage based. Oh, I got an achievement. Eliminate 300 creatures. Something about heat leeches too, I suspect. Alright, what do we got? Pants, helmet. Excuse me, big guy. Ooh, door. So remember, the glowy mod will highlight what's relevant. Like that. And let's eat that. And let's drink that.
What's that?
My God, look at it. A Lazarus in bloom.
You know, we might be some of the only... What's happening? Captain, are you seeing this?
Oh, yeah, there we go. That changed very quickly.
Oh my God. The heat leeches are terrormorphs.
There we go.
But heat leeches infest every settlement, every corner of the settled systems. That means that every single one... Oh no.
You just saw that, right?
I knew it.
You would tell me if I was losing my mind. That heat leech became a terrormorph. The pests that have snuck onto every planet are baby terrormorphs. Heat leeches hide out in ships, sneak away after landing, and then, with time, they transform. We just found out how terrormorphs move between planets.
Yeah, we did. Grizz, wait, hold up. Yeah, I had a suspicion about this. Unfortunately, because someone I was speaking to a while ago made mention about, oh, heat leeches, blah, 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 something, that'll change or whatever, and they said too much about this goddamn questline. Come on, people, keep spoilers to yourself. Anyway, he didn't mean to spoil it, but he just couldn't help it because he wanted to talk more. Grizz, you thought that, but didn't think I was right. Yeah, I only thought it because I was in a conversation with someone a while back talking about the game, and then I mentioned I hadn't done this quest line, going, oh, that's a good one. Yeah, it's going to be interesting. You know, something, and they said something about heat leeches. I'm like, dude, did you just spoil the entire thing? What the hell? Don't know. Anyway, damn spicy brain. Yeah, my spicy brain leap ahead. Alright, so what does that mean? So what we just witnessed, that can't be how all terrormorphs are born, right?
No, Lazarus plants can't grow anywhere but here, let alone blossom. People have tried. Plus, if what we just witnessed was happening anywhere else, well, it wouldn't just be Londinion lost to these things.
Right.
What we just saw, it must be some kind of alternate growth method. One that winnows 70 years of maturation into seconds.
Gotcha.
It's incredible.
I assumed heat leeches did something with maybe infecting a human and transformed. So maybe this is only one way in which heat leeches get changed. What does this mean for the plans to clean up the terrormorphs?
That I don't have an answer for right now. But if they share a genome, like most nymphs and adults do, the microbe should have no problem dealing with heat leeches and terrormorphs.
I don't know.
The Aceles we'll have to look into. But given what we know about the creatures, I mean, I wouldn't be shocked to find that they've got an appetite for both.
Yeah, still don't know about microbes. Alright, this feels like a pretty major discovery.
Pretty major is right. But if what we just saw, if that's possible, the Lazarus plant, It's clearly an accelerant for the Terrormorph, a heat leach transformation process. Make one into the other in an instant. But that means if anyone knew about this, they could trigger a Terrormorph spawning. You could sneak a leech into a city, or even multiple leeches, into a place like New Atlantis. God. The attack on New Atlantis, could someone have set that up?
Yes, they could have. Given what we just witnessed, I think it's certainly plausible.
But first, you'd have to know the truth about all this.
Well, we're never gonna know if you don't catch that thing. Get after it.
We may proceed.
Go!
Go and get... Hey, alright, kill the Terrormorph. Let's go find it. Collected samples. Weapons hot. And... yoink. Hey, glowy mod there, Grizz. I got a piece of loot I would have run past otherwise. Alright, we still don't have all the answers. We definitely have some. Oh, yes. Oh, I forgot. Hang on. You like to shoot stuff. Let me hover. Slow time in the process.
All right. Let's get to the bottom of this.
Shoot sample.
Kaiser's got the cell data from the New Atlantis and Tau Ceti attacks, right?
Uploaded them myself.
Captain, let Kaiser take a look at that sample.
Alright, Kaiser, here you go.
Beginning analysis. It is a match. This suggests with high certainty that the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attacks on both planets.
There's no way a plant this rare, this fragile, just shows up here, New Atlantis, and Tau Ceti. The transformations on those worlds, they must have been triggered by human hands. Captain, do you understand what it is we just stumbled on here?
Yes. I think it means the Lazarus plant was used to trigger the attack in New Atlantis. Who's a really good botanist?
Exactly. Someone saw the Lazarus plant in action and used it to trigger the attacks.
I wonder where they could have gotten such an idea, deploying alien life forms as weapons.
I wouldn't be shocked to find out our team, in part, inspired the approach, but our group never dealt with something that could have an effect like this. Makes some sense, actually. Tau Ceti was likely their first test, someplace remote where no one would question a few settlers going missing. Ensure the big show, the attack on New Atlantis, would be a success. And the timing of that one, it couldn't have been just luck that it happened right when we were asking the cabinet to do something about the Terrormorphs.
Wasn't Victus?
Attacks. I think someone planned them to set all this in motion.
I'm thinking it's Victus. But didn't you say this plant can't grow anywhere but here?
It can't. At least, I didn't think it could. But maybe if we're right about this, someone found a way.
Life finds a way. You like that, Grizz? My Jeff Goldblum. Alright, you sound like a crackpot? No. I thought the timings of those Terrormorphs showing up was suspicious. Yeah, well, I just thought it was plain video game logic, but apparently it is actually more than just video game says plot must happen.
They certainly were. But having this answer, well, it raises a couple big questions. Who could pull something like this off? And why?
Victus, in order to make this happen. That's my guess. Agrees you were waiting for me to say that? Yeah. Oh, here we go. Your dad's still alive and Shoney doesn't care much about lives lost. Maybe some independent group like Ecliptic? No. House Varun? No. Commander Hatum? No. Got some ideas. Freestar Collective? No. United Colonies?
Captain?
No, I've got to say, your dad's still alive and has shown he doesn't care much about lives lost. Maybe he's involved.
Let's save the discussion for when you all aren't standing in the universe's closest equivalent to hell frozen over. If we're gonna do anything to prevent more Terrormorph attacks, human cause or otherwise, we need that final sample.
Roger that. Kaiser?
Okay.
Get us into the spaceport?
The entrance is this way.
Okay, into the spaceport that they blew up to stop people leaving and risk spreading. And risk spreading the infestation. Ooh, that's a non-functional door. Alright then. Show me what you got.
I am unable to provide sufficient power to the lock mechanism.
Anyone got ideas where we could get some extra juice?
Local power looks like it was controlled in the security office. Upper floor.
Captain and I can scout it out. Kaiser, see if you can't find another way to get it open.
Roger that. I have restored power to the office entrance. You may proceed.
This way. Quick save. Dead UC Marine.
Control panel. Still looks operable. Of all the things to survive.
Contraband locker key. That sounds fun. Yay, glowy mod showing it and helping us find it. What do we got contraband-wise? Nothing. Just ammo and... Just ammo and chems. Ooh, red stick and a safe. What's that one open? Weapon, alright, just, yep. Damage resistance, yeah. That. Drink a drink that's been sitting here for 20 years. Or is it from when these Marines were in here? Maybe they brought it in. Troop balance pack. Alright, let's hit the switch, huh?
Reactivated. Error. Control system reboot required.
And this one? We do that. Ah, Captain. I think I see it.
Yeah, I saw it first.
Reboot engaged. Running diagnostic. Diagnostic complete. Multiple systems unavailable. Warning. Priority safety concern detected. Exterior hatch power restored.
Thank you, robot.
Warning. Emergency recorder message detected. Transcription process engaged. Playback initiated.
Admiral Sanon, we need to make the evacuation request.
That's my father he's addressing. He was here? Didn't think he'd have the guts to look those soldiers in the eye before blowing this place to pieces.
Admiral!
It just transformed. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe. Colonel, the troops that closed off the sewers after my evaluation, they're all in this facility.
Other than our casualties? Yes, sir.
Good. Get them into defensive positions around the spaceport. No one leaves. I'll send ships as soon as possible.
Oh.
Thank God. None of us wanted to go down swarmed by those things.
That won't be your fate, Colonel. You have my word.
Yeah, you'll be blown up instead.
Complete. Physical copy available.
An invisible weapon.
Yep.
He knew.
He knew?
He knew about the Lazarus plant.
20 years ago.
Grab that recording. We should talk.
Yeah. Yep. That's what I said. Yoink. Adrian.
Hey, Victus. He destroyed this place. Killed these people to keep what he knew about the Lazarus plant and the Terrormorphs and all this a secret.
Not for protecting people and stopping the infestation. That's not why he blew this up. He blew it up to keep this a secret. Oh, you. Oh, dodgy bastard. That's certainly how I interpret it too, Hadrian.
He saw the potential of the plant as a weapon and
Yep.
hid it away.
Yep.
He killed those people to keep them from sharing what they might have seen.
Yep.
Condemned this whole city to death. He's
a bad guy. And he wasn't executed for his crimes. Oh. A cold-blooded murderer.
No, this was so much worse than that. He is a monster.
Yes. Exactly what we all thought he was. Wait. If the plant was used to trigger the attacks, that means Victus, he might have been involved in what happened on New Atlantis.
That's what I said.
I hate to say it, but I think your instinct about him might have been right.
Well, it's the only lead we've got.
And even if he wasn't directly involved, I guarantee he knows something.
Victus is a monster of a human being. If he lives, of course he could be responsible for what happened in both New Atlantis and Londinion.
But I guess we're not getting any more answers right now. Come on, let's go get that last sample.
Let's find out. All right, Frosty is off to bed. No worries. Thanks for hanging out with us whilst you were able to, Frosty. Love it when you hang around. Ooh. Tranquility Lotus gives 1 more XP for 15 minutes. Oh, we'll take it. Give a normal on that, and out we go.
Kaiser, try it now.
Unlock successful.
Guys, your sample. It moved. I'd be real careful out there if I were you.
All right.
Doesn't sound good. Eyes peeled.
Okay. Baldur's Gate 3 is only at 24%. Oh no. Could you leave your PC on overnight and turn off the LED RGB lights? Okay. We're at the spaceport. Ooh, that is a lot of destruction. Look at all these destroyed ships. Alright, what power have we got equipped? Thinking we will want parallel cell. We want another one of us from another universe to help us out. Take all the goods. We have some things to sell now. Ground crew pack. Yoink. Hit the switch. Switch did nothing. System error. That's fine. Let's see what else we can find around. Ooh, this is an old Stroud Eklund. Most of our ship is built with Stroud Eklund stuff. Kind of the nicest and fanciest stuff to use. I kind of like it. I like the style and I like the colors of it. The only thing I don't like is how they have Stroud Eklund written all over it. Like, just calm down on the branding. Yep, that's not doing anything. Glowy, not slowy. PC is too glowy when you share a room. Yeah, that's fair enough. Sometimes you can turn the glowy lights off. You got the noise, but ooh, that's a big one. What?
My God, concentrate, fire! There's one right there!
So you hear voices. It's really well done. This one right there, kill it. Like the voices. And the blurred vision.
Let's grab that sample and get out of here.
I have to say, I think that's genuinely well done. It's creepy. It sucks you into the moment. That fight was faster than expected. From the hardest difficulty.
Now just stash that sample with Kaiser and we're done.
Alright, here you go.
Sample secure.
All wrapped up. Time to get the hell out of here. Percival, you should unplug and find somewhere we can talk. Privately.
On it. See you soon.
Return to the base. Wait for run. Any other blown up ships? Through the canyon. Yes. UC Tactical Model S. Discuss your findings with... Oh, is this where Percival's been hanging out, is it?
Look at all of you. Back from the underworld. Got pretty frantic on the comms towards the end there. But it sounded like this was a success. Got everything we need to put this plan in motion.
Alright. Is the plan still going to work now that we've got to clean up heat leeches and Terrormorphs?
Can't be positive until we run some tests. But knowing that the Terrormorphs have been masquerading as heat leeches all this time is a big find. Arguably makes things more feasible, now that we know what we're dealing with, not less.
Agreed. Plus, I don't think you're gonna have to push real hard to get folks on board with cleaning up one of the galaxy's greatest pests if this is what they're capable of.
But none of that's getting done without the samples. You do have them, right?
We got your samples. Kaiser's got them all.
Ah, best place for them. Now, my connection might have gotten a bit fuzzy there, but do I have it right that Ve Victus knew about this damn plant?
That's what we're
That's
thinking.
what it sounded like.
Guess the old Admiral must have told someone what he learned. Even he's not clever enough to pull off an attack like that from the great beyond.
It's a bit more complicated than that.
He doesn't know. He doesn't know that is a lie. Well, we learned something. Can't say anything more. Actually, we can't rule him out. He's alive. Look. So look, we learned something, but we can't say anything more. I promised.
Captain, he needs to know. Ve Victus is alive. Which means he could have been involved in the attacks.
Alive? He's... Ve Victus? That can't be true, right?
Unfortunately for us all, yes, it's true.
So that means we have a suspect.
I believe that's exactly what that means. Look, Captain, Percival and I, we need to get these samples back to the lab. Ensure we'll be able to handle cleaning up the leeches as well as the Terrormorphs. But Ve Victus is the only solid lead we've got on the attacks. Since you're the only one who knows where he is, can you speak to him? See if you can get him to cough up anything he might know.
Oh, okay. You really think it was him?
Plenty of people out there with grudges against the UC. But he's the only one we know had any knowledge of the Lazarus plant. So right now, it's the only option we've got. Will you do it?
Okay. Do you want come? Ooh, do you want to come and speak to him with me?
Captain, I truly don't.
Okay.
He's already shown he's taken an interest in you. I'll be a lot more useful in the lab right now than I would be grilling Francois.
Okay.
So do you think you could do it? Please?
Yep. He and I are definitely going to have some words.
Good. We'll all meet back at Mast, outside the cabinet chambers. They're gonna want to know everything we've uncovered here.
Oh, I bet they
Best
will.
of luck, Captain. And thank you for dealing with him.
Alright, got some cash, got some XP. Alright, first things first. We are going to go back to Mars. Because I don't think enough time has passed yet. I want to go revisit our friend at the facility. Red Devil's headquarters. So he's got a lot of cash because we bought some weapons from him. Collect. I want to go and sell a bunch of him, stuff to him to get the cash back.
To breathe. Helmets it is then.
Helmets it is indeed. Now that we remember this is here. Xeno, welcome by the way. How are you doing? We are approaching the end of the quest line for the mysterious Terrormorphs, it would seem. Now, this guy wandered around up here somewhere, didn't he? You, not you. There's the vendor guy. I don't even remember his name, but he was a guy. Are these guys? No. Oh, Freestar Collective Observer. No, at least the opposing governments are working together on this one. Ah, that's him there. Here we go.
Military-grade hardware. At the ready.
Yes, show me.
Don't worry. I'll handle the paperwork.
I'm sure you will. There we go. He's still got 70,000 credits. Let's go and sell a bunch of crap that we don't need that we picked up. Oh, maybe there's not as much as I first thought. I've been picking up a fair number of weapons. All the other items that have some kind of legendary effect, I plan to use in the legendary recycler mod so I can pull those legendary effects out. We didn't pick up many suits either, did we? Ground crew pack. I kind of like the ground crew packs because they're nice and small. The other thing I like is the original Mantis pack was actually nice and small and tidy too. Using Zone 79's armor mod for the Mantis is good because it's good armor, but I actually prefer the original backpack to his one. Anyway, let's get rid of that because it's small and stoit. I like it. What else have we got? We can get rid of some mines. There we go. We've just sold $50,000 worth of stuff. I probably have more. Yeah, I don't need this number of healing kits either. Oh, trauma packs. 68. Don't need that many. What are these chems? Chems are worth a lot too. Same in Fallout. Because they're really light. They're good to collect, but in the end, you probably don't need many. We'll keep that one because it's worth a lot. Oh, actually, no. We're not going to use that much either, I guess. We don't need many of these. They're very good for using as a form of currency. Oh, there we go. That's good. We have claimed 60 grand. Okay. Let's go, Andrasia. Let's go back to Victus. On planet Jemison. Alright, let's take this here. How about we fast travel to the Mast District, please? Base planned into the wall. Subsection 7, that's the one. Secret facility. Paper cups that get disturbed. They disturb themselves. Has this whole thing reset? No, it hasn't. Anyway, down we go. I think Andreja has to wait here as always.
Your friend has to stay here.
Some of this has respawned. We're gonna take all the...
resorted to theft now, I see.
We certainly have, especially stealing from the government. Hell yeah. Come on, Andreja. You love stealing things. That door is still inaccessible. Does that mean that's nice loot? To finish the quest first? Oh, that's a locked door. Anything good in there, though? Let's... Oh, we're being detected by that guy over there. Until... That's got it. Nothing in here anyway. Hey, Victus.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
Yes, yes, yes. We'll wait for us. Alright. Bay Victus. Francois Sanon. He has some explaining to do.
Well, what a pleasant surprise. When I heard you and Hadrian were headed for Londinion of all places, I presumed you must be onto something big. Did you find what you were looking for?
Oh, we did. We did. Oh, what can we say? We can change. We can take the diplomat's background skill. No games. Tell me why you committed the attacks, or I take this straight to the cabinet.
How could you? Isn't this interesting?
It is.
You know, you've proven far more clever than I had anticipated. You want to hear the words, then? I did it. The Terrormorph attacks on Tau City. New Atlantis. My doing. Years of coordination between my associate and I. Figuring out how to deploy the Lazarus plant's pollen outside of Londinion. Learning to synthesize it. Use it as a weapon. Now, being as clever as you are, I'm sure you have thoughts on why I might do such a thing.
I'm assuming in order to wipe out the Freestar Collective, probably. Revenge. Associate. So we're gonna who's he been working with? I reckon it's the guy that we went after who killed himself in his own ship last episode. I reckon that's him. I reckon he's just turned on him and burned him. Anyway, let's see if he tells us. Who have you been working with?
All in due time. First, I want to see if you're truly as astute as you appear. So why would someone like me go through all this trouble?
Alright, the options are... No better way to show you see what a deadly weapon they have. To work on something that long seems personal because you're a madman. You're angry what the UC did to you. This is petty revenge, nothing more. Is it revenge? Did it on Tau Ceti, which was a UC area. On the New Atlantis, which is UC as well. I'm going to say there's no better way to show the UC what a deadly weapon they have in the Lazarus plant than to use it.
Not a bad thought. But no. The attacks were a correction. When I discovered the plant, I did consider handing over what I'd found, but we were at war. And I couldn't risk information that dangerous falling into the wrong hands. So I ordered the bombing of the Londinion spaceport, fixing two problems at once. Halting the spread of the city's Terrormorph outbreak, and sealing away knowledge of the plant's potential.
Right. So you didn't even trust your own people in the UC?
These were the final days of the colony war, Captain. The Freestar Collective had spies everywhere. I was concerned that if word got out, the Collective could swoop down, start breeding Lazarus plants, and overrun our worlds with waves of Terrormorphs. Just like what was happening on Londinion at that very moment. Sealing off the city to prevent mass death, it was the only option that made sense at the time.
You just said it took you years to use the plant outside of Londinion. You killed them for nothing.
Simple to say now, but with the outbreak raging from a barely understood source, the moment demanded quick action. So I did what was required. I removed the dangerous variable from an already catastrophic war. But then, as the war ended, my trial, my execution, I made a decision. After all, I'd given everything for the colonies. My life as I knew it included. And what did I get in return? Was there any effort by the UC to protect my legacy? My daughter's legacy? No. We were sacrificed when all we did was serve. So I kept what I'd learned and arranged the attacks to set things right again. My daughter, she becomes a hero. I become a trusted advisor, having found Kaiser, the research team, and cement my new position of influence when I hand them the name of the person responsible for the attack on New Atlantis. The dear departed Dr. Reginald Orlays, the associate who aided me all these years, and whom I always slated to take the fall.
Yep.
What luck he was stopped dead before he could hurt anyone else.
That's what I said.
Decades on the run, brought to an end by another unlikely hero. You.
Yeah, called it. Called it. Alright, it was personal though, so the empath option was accurate. I didn't know that, so I wonder if every time you get an empath option, it's going to be the one. I'll keep that in mind for future quests. Okay. So, Orlays, why does that name sound familiar?
Can't remember the many lives you've taken.
Sometimes.
Orlays was the man whose death you brought about around the moon of Etheria. The pilot of the Warlock. The man I had to eliminate. To hide my secret.
Well, it didn't do that lot of good, did it? How could you have coordinated all of this from here, though?
It wasn't easy. But the beauty of being loathed is that people will do whatever they can not to deal with you. They wanted to pretend I didn't exist. And so I used their blind eye to my advantage. Still, establishing a back channel to Orlays via the UC recovery teams was painstaking work. I've led campaigns less nerve-wracking. They believed they were luring in wanted criminals, but were in fact delivering precisely encoded slates, filled with instructions invisible to any but their recipient, dropped off at just the right moments to fall into the proper hands, all without the UC realizing whom you were actually dealing with. Slow work. But as you can see, ultimately effective.
I told you he was in, that guy when we read his terminal was in cahoots with Vae Victus here. Yeah, well done, I guess. Well done. And why the hell do you care if the UC wants you as an advisor anyway?
Why would I want to be in the good graces of the people who control my very life? I don't know, Captain. Maybe I still dream of a life outside these walls someday. A new face would be needed, of course, but it wasn't an impossibility. Though now, I'm not so sure.
It's not going to be possible now, you dickhead. Oh, alright. So you murdered UC citizens because some slight against your honor? Dude, you are sick.
There are no heroes without a villain. I simply arranged the opportunity for us to overcome one and become the other. And we all benefited. It's why I had Orlays reprogram Kaiser. Had that old machine guide you to where I found the plant all those years ago. I went to great lengths to ensure your and Hadrian's success. And look at the results. I know for a fact the Cabinet's planning to honor both you and Hadrian once this is all done. Isn't that preferable to languishing away in obscurity? Running jobs on the tail end of nowhere for the Vanguard? With only the vague hopes of perhaps earning the right to buy a home in the well someday.
It's really weird. So, he did this all in order to make us and Hadrian look good. Not for his own glory, but for the glory of some kind of legacy that only he will truly know about. That's another level of thinking, isn't it? Anyway, so what kind of honors are we talking about here?
Something befitting the dedication to the colonies you two have shown. While, of course, they can't give you a command, responsibility like that has to be earned. The Cabinet does have access to considerable resources. I expect you'll be quite pleased with the result. And none of it would have happened without my intervention.
Right. Ooh. Alright, well, if you're waiting for me to say thank you, you're going to be waiting here a while.
I'm simply looking for you to acknowledge the truth. And let's not forget the importance of our actual endgame. Eliminating the Terrormorphs. Securing knowledge of the Lazarus plant. What we've set in motion is going to protect thousands, maybe millions of lives. I'm simply requesting one more life be protected. Mine. I've already sent along the evidence of Orlays' role in the attacks to the Cabinet, leaving out my own involvement. All I ask is that you confirm as much to the Cabinet. Tell them that it was Orlays and Orlays alone. After all, I do still have a long list of threats to the UC. This needn't be the end of our good works together.
I knew there had to be a decision to make. Do we keep it a secret or do we tell them? Oh man, what kind of work are we talking about here?
Hunting down criminals and other threats to the United Colonies. I expect they'll give me a bit more free range once this is all over. You would help me, like you did with Orlays. Track them down and keep them from doing harm to the United Colonies. Impossible, though, if the Cabinet learns I'm the one responsible for the attacks.
Yeah, but how do we know we're not just being, we're not just a pawn in his game to take out who he thinks or who he needs taken care of? I have to admit, though, I do like those kind of missions. I like those hunting down missions, and I like the Trackers Alliance missions, especially if you get to, like, board and steal someone's ship in the process. Greater good, yeah. How's my morals holding up? I know. Whew. So you think I'm going to just forget about the fact you killed people to accomplish your good works?
And how many have you killed to get where you are now? There
Millions.
are no great works that don't cost lives, Captain. Whether it's winning a war or digging a tram tunnel. So we sacrificed a few dozen in the attacks to possibly protect millions. That seems like a fair exchange to me. I only hope you'll see the same and leave my name out of the discussions to come.
Well, you know, I'm not sure what I'm going to tell the Cabinet.
Well, I do hope you'll keep the larger perspective in mind, Captain. We've done something great here. Let's not squander the opportunity to do more.
What does Hadrian want us to do? I care about her opinion more than anything else, to be honest. It's her father. She has solved a lot of this, her and Percival. That is very interesting.
Authorized personnel only. Your friend has to stay here.
A pleasure.
Let's get moving.
Yes, let's.
So, yes, Grizz, how the morals holding up? That's the thing. What is the moral decision? Because I don't really care. He's not got much to offer us, really. But if we get to then take out other people, that's kind of good. But we can't trust him. We can never truly trust him. Can we use him? That's the cabinet. Where are our friends? Here they are. Adrian. Actually, let's do a main save. Adrian.
Perfect timing. We just got in. So on our end, good news. The microbe and the Asylees are both as effective against heat leeches as they are against terrormorphs.
Right.
Means either plan should work for clearing those critters off our worlds.
Considering what the Lazarus plant is capable of, I don't think we can deal with those things fast enough. I already sent along info to the cabinet to get them up to speed. So what about your end? Did you find anything? Did my father tell you what he knew about the Lazarus plant?
So I still think I prefer the Asylees because it's not some sort of microviral warfare, which is just laden with issues in my opinion. Okay. Victus confessed. He organized the attacks from his cell.
I knew it. The second I heard that recording, I knew. Why? Did he say why he did it?
Hey, empath. He made plenty of grand claims, but deep down he wanted revenge.
Killed all those people because of a chip on his shoulder and an obsession with his own status. That sounds like Victus. Well, once we inform the cabinet, they can ensure he won't be able to do anything like this ever again.
Oh, what do you think we should do? What do you think the cabinet will do to him?
My hope would be that whatever connections he's got to the outside world disappear. Make sure his future schemes and machinations stay in his cell with him. But honestly, I'm not sure. He's in a unique position, and has done a special kind of harm to the colonies.
He asked we leave out his involvement in the attacks. Says to consider the lives that he's helped save.
I'm sure he did. But he killed dozens of people, and I'm not about to let him get away with something like that. So I guess that gives us our final answer. Nothing left to do but head in and see what the cabinet thinks of it all. Unless there was more to discuss. This might be our last opportunity to talk things through before the cabinet weighs in on a decision regarding the Terrormorphs.
Okay. Alright. What do you think the cabinet will do when they learn about Victus's involvement?
It's hard to know. Unlike my father, the cabinet aren't butchers. But killing UC citizens, along with everything else he's done, is unforgivable. But if you're really that concerned, you could request they be lenient. They might be willing to spare him.
Right. What kind of risks are there if we decide to bring back the Asylees?
Asylees aren't hostile to humans, but they are megafauna. If someone decides to pick a fight with one, it could get ugly. But they've already been spread far and wide once before when the UC was raising them as livestock, so the risk of introducing them to new worlds is minimal. Using them to clean up the Terrormorphs and leeches, though, it's not going to be nearly as expedient as the microbe would be. Given what we know now about the Lazarus plant, the speed of the job does matter. But going with the Asylees, we're at least dealing with known risks.
I'm not worried about dickheads fighting something and losing. They shouldn't be fighting it in the first place. Alright, so both approaches to clearing out our worlds are effective against heat leeches.
They are.
Microbe needed minimal adjustment to account for heat leech anatomy.
And the Asylees seem like they're even better at tracking leeches than morphs.
Hell of a sight to watch, though, when they catch them. Like an open airlock guzzling angry spaghetti.
Which method of dealing with the Terrormorphs are either of you two leaning towards?
Microbe is going to make the cleanup a whole lot quicker. If we're concerned about this Lazarus plant getting deployed again, that's the way to go.
Cure the Lazarus plant. And then we're not risking any surprises when it comes to dealing with a microbe.
You're being paranoid.
You know the science. You know we can make this safe.
I do know the science. I also know math. And a 1 in a million chance of a mutation isn't 0. So I guess we're still in discussion.
Especially when there are...
Probably best at this point to let the cabinet weigh in. See if they have a preference.
Especially when there are trillions or quadrillions or quintillions of those microbes that they need to use. Or more. Okay, nothing else on my end. Let's head in there.
And here we go.
So the question is, do we keep Bay Victus's involvement a secret? Let's eat some sushi. Nom 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 nom. Grizz, what would you do? I do like the idea of more missions, even if they're radiant missions. Like generated missions to hunt stuff down, because I kind of like hunting down bad guys. It's kind of fun. Oh, that's the spot already. You don't know? Yeah, I don't know either. Does one of those ways rule out having Hadrian join our crew? He's a dick. Killed a lot. Yeah, I know, but I don't like the missions he has to offer.
So then, is what the second report claims correct? Did Reginald Orlays commit these attacks, Captain?
Orlays?
Oh, dear. I need a moment to verify something. I need to run away and Google the consequences. Oh, dear, dear, dear. Hadrian's probably not gonna like it if we don't tell him. I do like the idea of hunting down more bad guys and stealing their ship, but we kind of get to do that with the Trackers Alliance anyway. Oh, and also, yeah, alright, Hadrian, I think you should tell him.
Well, ma'am, it seems your report is incorrect. Francois Sanon was responsible for the attacks.
He did what?
That's impossible. He doesn't have the kind of access to...
Clearly, he made his own access, Chief Sarkin. Madam President, I have been saying for years that not dealing with that man was gonna end in tragedy.
Enough! I hope everyone here understands that what has just been shared is a state secret of the highest order. This information does not leave this room. Now that's quite the accusation your group is leveling. Seeing as Francois Sanon has not left containment for the better part of 2 decades. You have evidence to back this up?
Yeah, so Grizz, use the precognition skill where you can actually see what someone's going to say. I didn't think of that, but to be honest, I don't think it would have shown all of their responses anyway. But why would I make up something like that?
I can think of numerous reasons why someone, after learning Vae Victus is still alive, might want to correct that. So I'm not going to accept such a stunning claim without proof.
Well, we do have this snippet that we recorded.
It just transformed. A Terrormorph out of thin air. An invisible weapon. No planet would be safe.
Heavens help us. Is that actually him?
I'd know that voice anywhere. That's Francois.
He knew they could do this. And said nothing.
He's a sociopath. Plain and simple, ma'am.
He can't be trusted.
Please collect that recording.
Yes, ma'am. Begging your pardon, Captain.
We'll, of course, be launching a full investigation into how this could have happened. Though I have little doubt the Admiral will be quick to share all he knows on the subject once confronted with that recording. Chief Yassine, can you send one of your interrogators to have a little chat with the Admiral?
I'll issue the order immediately.
Good. Combined with everything else you all have uncovered. Well, I don't think the United Colonies can thank you enough. We failed the people of the colonies by not dealing with Vae Victus sooner. I intend to rectify that mistake immediately.
What is she gonna do? What's gonna happen to him?
That will be up to the cabinet to decide. But I don't appreciate our mercy being taken advantage of.
At the end of the day, even though I like the idea of taking out more bad guys on cool bounty hunting missions, I don't feel like we can trust him. He's used it as a pawn once. He could do it again. Can't trust him. Can you ensure that he has no more outside contacts? Because he used UC functionaries to get his messages out in the first place.
That's truly disconcerting to hear. But cutting off Vae Victus's contact with the outside world is likely to be just the beginning of his punishment.
Okay. Ooh, we can ask him to go to spare him at least. Or get him killed. Let's spare him at least. Alright, let's try this almost middle ground like Hadrian suggested. Ma'am, I would request his life be spared. He did help us against the Terrormorphs after all.
I'm not sure I see why someone with UC blood on their hands would merit leniency. But I will note your request when the decision is made. Now, with our villain unmasked, we can attend to the other matters at hand. With the threads you've brought together here, the Lazarus plant, the attacks, the heat leeches, the three of you have likely spared thousands of lives. But it now falls to the cabinet to ensure this can never happen again. As such, the cabinet will be securing the Lazarus plant on Londinion. All materials related to the plant will be classified to ensure no one else learns its true nature.
A sound decision, Madam President.
Yes, but what sorts of measures will the UC be taking to protect the plant?
Well, luckily the natural hostility of Londinion makes keeping out trespassers relatively easy. But we'll ensure its growth is contained, that access to the plant is only permitted via highly regulated clearances, and that our troop presence on Londinion is increased.
Okay. Ooh, should the plant be wiped out? Ooh, the other factions should be involved. That's the right call. Ooh. Well, personally, I actually would be in favor of saying the plant... I actually would be in favor of making this plant extinct. Considering the cost, considering the impacts, and considering there's so many livable planets that if we damage the ecosystem on one, who cares? A bit of a harsh line. The other factions should be involved in securing it. I don't know. That just opens it up for more factions to do stupid shit.
And let's continue.
Including House Faroon, although they're withdrawn anyway. I don't want to make a political issue out of it. Yeah, securing the plant isn't enough. It should be wiped out.
We're already discussing the elimination of one species, Captain. Explain to me why you wish to eliminate another.
I just said the impacts are so high. I'm shocked you don't want to destroy it. Is the UC planning to keep this for themselves and potentially weaponize it?
I'm not sure I like what you're suggesting. The UC's only plan is to protect lives. Though, I won't discount that perhaps your proposal could get us closer to that goal. So, explain to me your thinking in destroying the plant.
Yeah, if you can... Oh, here we go. Destroying it, asking the Free Star for help proves that UC has no ill intentions. Hard for anyone to commit to new attacks at the plant if we erase any trace of it. Actually, change my... No. Destroying it and asking the Free Star Collective to help proves that the UC has no ill intentions, because if they protect it or keep a secret sample somewhere, they could still try to weaponize it again one day. So yes, destroy it with the Free Star Collective.
They are ultimately threatened as much as the United Colonies. To share what you know and what can be done to make us all safer can only foster good relations.
Exactly.
That is an idea with some merit to it.
Yes, it is.
Decrease the likelihood of anything like this occurring again, and further relations between our two factions.
Two birds with a single stone.
Mm-hmm.
Very well. We'll include the collective in the removal process. Thank you for the suggestion, Captain. So then, to our final topic. The Cabinet has agreed to implement a plan that will deal with the Terrormorph, and now also Heat Leech presence on human worlds. In fact, we've already begun enacting measures to check all UC ports and settlements for undiscovered nests. But we all understand this is only a partial solution. The project we're embarking on will be a long and difficult one. So our first step must be deciding how exactly this all will be handled.
Madam President, this microbe is clearly too much of a risk. The Aseles are the safer approach.
To someone with limited knowledge of biology, perhaps. The technology behind the microbe is solved science, Madam President. It isn't dangerous. Using it to wipe out the Terrormorphs would be the quickest path to protecting humanity.
And fast results always lead to the best outcomes, don't they?
As you can see, there remains debate among the Cabinet. We were hoping your group might issue a recommendation. Major?
We've been having similar debates ourselves, but the Captain has yet to weigh in.
Captain, considering your xenological background, your input on the matter would be most welcome.
We do have the xenobiologist background, as we have stepped through many unities, tapped into our other consciousnesses across multiple universes. Yes. All right. Personally, I'm in favor of the non-microbe approach, because at the end of the day, that shit can mutate. Anything to do with microbes or viruses, it's just got a level of risk that just is unnecessary, and in our real world today, we've already seen what can happen with that. Seeing less risk using an existing organism than making a new one? Yes. Terrormorphs have caused... Oh, we can ask the question here. Do we need to do anything? Shouldn't destroying the Lazarus plant be sufficient?
These are topics of the utmost importance. I believe we have a responsibility to do something, yes. Heavens forbid, years from now, someone reopens the Pandora's box that Victis discovered. It falls to us to enact every measure required to ensure that day never comes.
All right. Xenobiologist background. Well, there's less risk of using an existing organism than making a new one. The Aseles, like I've been saying, is a wiser choice.
I'm in full agreement. No need be delving into unpredictable sciences.
And Major Sinan? Dr. Walker, you'd find this acceptable?
We trust the Captain's judgment.
Then the matter is settled.
It's a big judgment.
We'll begin the process immediately. Today marks day one for the United Colonies Terrormorph Management Division, making you three the founding members of the TMD. As befits such a group, the Cabinet wanted to display its gratitude. Today, we will be adding 3 new Class 1 citizens to our ranks.
That's one.
Class 1? For the 3 of us? Are you joking?
What he means to say is, thank you, ma'am.
Oh, yeah. Thank you, ma'am.
What does it mean? What does that mean? Yeah, what's a Class 1 citizen?
It's a status reserved only for those who've dedicated their lives to the United Colonies, or done great things for its cause. Class 1s enjoy an ample credit disbursement, an additional reduction on the cost of colonial goods. And I'm told the penthouse is rather impressive.
Penthouse? Okay, thank you, Madam President.
You all have earned it. Now, there's much to be done. Major Sinan, Dr. Walker, I hope you two are willing to continue your efforts spearheading the TMD's research on Mars.
We'd be honored, ma'am.
As for you, Captain, the Vanguard will be providing much of the on-the-ground support for the TMD. As a member of both the Vanguard and the TMD, I believe you'll have your pick of duties. Speak to your commander, Tuala, if I recall correctly.
Right.
He should be able to provide you with assignments going forward, plus help you collect the benefits that come with being named Class 1. On behalf of the whole of the United Colonies, You have our sincerest gratitude. This meeting is adjourned.
Okay. Achievement unlocked. Adrian and Percival are walking in opposite doors. We talk?
Captain, I guess we've got our assignments. I just wanted to say, I could have never guessed where all this was going to lead. But now, knowing what I do, that my father truly is the monster I always thought he was. Well, I've just spent a lot of my life in pursuit of the truth. So, you bringing it straight to me, it just means a lot.
Okay, yep, great. Don't mention it. We're friends, and friends look after each other.
The best ones certainly do. You know, I was thinking, while we were there on the podium, if I wanted to try and see him again. After all, it could be my last chance. But I knew the answer before I even finished the thought. I didn't. Because confronting him, what would I gain from that? From letting him remind me I can never truly be rid of him? Nothing. Now, all I'd be doing is acknowledging that he still has some sway over my life. And while I can't do anything about his role in my past, I'm not about to let him control my future. And thanks to what we've done together, that future is brighter than it has been in a long time. Words can't do justice to how grateful I am for that.
Okay, well then let's keep going. Come with me.
You know I can't do that. I've got an assignment. But I wouldn't be upset if you came by the HQ every now and then. Remind me how much I owe you.
Alright, I was just glad I could help.
Well, I think it's safe to say you succeeded beyond anyone's wildest dreams. It's been an honor, Captain. Good luck out there.
I could have sworn that Hadrian can be a follower. Maybe just not yet? What does Google say? If I spell it correct. Hadrian Sanon Companion. How to recruit. Yeah. How to get finish it and speak to Percival. Find Hadrian in the headquarters. Oh, okay. I just jumped the gun. That's fine. Andrasia, are you standing there for a reason? Nope, she's coming too. And did Percival come down here? He probably has already headed out. Let's go speak to Tuala. Actually, let's go to subsection 7. Can we revisit Victus? What is he going to say? Then we'll talk to Tuala, then we'll go back to Mars, and then let's see if we can recruit Adrian from there.
You should head back upstairs. The Admiral's no longer in residence.
Ah, so he's no longer here. I wonder if that other locked room is only accessible if we side with him. We can get into his old apartment. Ooh, what have you got for us? Target Ismail. Target for delivery, Agent Neruda. Hasma Binti Ismail. Neon. Be considered armed and dangerous. Apprehension likely. Alright, and here's a key. So that's one of the targets he might have sent us after. His computers are otherwise unavailable. Oh, I kind of wanted to talk to him again. Well, still think we made the right decision. What have we got here? The future of the UC. What does this say? If you're reading this, or you loyal UC or COG, it means the cabinet has finally found the guts to do away with me. Good for them. While I've been in no hurry to return to the dust from whence I came, I consider myself almost lucky. After all, it is the first indication the group has any spine at all. I sincerely hope this is a sign of things to come. Otherwise, you and the whole world of the UC are doomed. Simply look at the world around you. House Varun shutting down their embassy and retreating for unknown reasons back to their nest. The Freestar Collective in their most powerful position since their founding. Conflict is brewing, little cog. And do you trust this cabinet to get you through it? They couldn't even defend their own spaceport from heat leeches. What will they do when House Varun returns in full force? Talk? Hard to do when you're intentionally shuttered to your own embassy. Do you believe when they come back it will be in any form other than as bloody crusaders? Well, we'll see in the expansion shortly. And look at the Freestar Collective. The UC's capitulation during the war, their inability to make the hard but necessary choices, has put the Collective in a position of supremacy for the first time in human history. They're like a tumor that, rather than being excised, has been being permitted to grow larger every day. Now, perhaps the UC will use their newly discovered spine and actually do something to stymie this more powerful collective before it's too late to stop them. But I doubt it. No, dear Cog, this cabinet will no doubt revert to their old ways. Scared, acquiescent, unwilling to make hard choices. By then, I'll be gone and you will have to deal with the consequences. So then, which of us is the lucky one? Big Vito joins us. Time to start over because he's just joined us. All right, massive reveals, says Grizz. Yes, Big Vito, let's start the investigation again now that you are here for us. Thanks for dropping in, man. How's your morning so far? It must be early. Oh, well, it is a bit later, I guess, because we're in daylight savings now, and you're probably exited your daylight savings. So if we had that 2-hour shift kick in, start a new playthrough. Don't just start the quest again. Start a new playthrough. Wow. Don't do things. Oh, Andrasia's allowed to follow us. I just realized. Time to do a new playthrough just for Vito. Do you know how long this game is? That is ridiculous. Oh, we're not getting to go into there unless we use cheats and console commands. But I'm guessing we get in there if we side with Mr. Francois, which we did not. Anything else in the material? That needs a key that we also don't have. Can we steal the key? Maybe from someone? Do you have a key? Yep. He does not have a key. Maybe someone in the cabinet has it. Whoop, that's the bathroom. That's the toilet. It's 7 a.m. Oh man. So impressed that you're up at 7 a.m. I cannot achieve that. Alright, let's go visit Koala. Let's see what repeatable missions he has for us now. We just woke up from a 2-hour nap. A nap, isn't it? A 2-hour nap at 5 a.m. Isn't that just called sleeping?
Well, I've got to say, this is a first. I've never had a Class 1 citizen in my ranks before. Congratulations, Captain.
Oh yeah, we get a penthouse now or something, right? Can you tell me about what a Class 1 citizen is?
It's a high honor. Have to do something big for the colonies to earn that sort of designation.
Yeah, I bet.
Only ever met a couple myself, and certainly never given one orders. You should be real proud.
Okay, all right. Well, thank you, Commander. It is an honor.
No need to thank me. You brought this all on yourself.
Yes, we did.
I've already gone ahead and processed your Class 1 benefits. All UC goods and services should now have a thanks for protecting the colonies discount. And the credits should be in your accounts now. But to get into your penthouse, you'll have to pay a visit to the Aphelion Realty office. They should be able to grant you access.
All right, we will do that. And where is this office?
Just out the front door and across the plaza, by the embassies. Look for the Aphelion sign.
Julie. Noted. Okay. It's glad to see the UC give credit where credit is due.
Higher-ups wanted to make sure you know how much they appreciate what you've done. But with all that squared, it's time to get you a new assignment. There are your standard Vanguard missions, putting those pilot skills to use defending UC space.
I do want to do some...
Or you could help the TMD in cleaning up Terrormorphs. Oh, and I got a request from Dr. Walker. Wanted your help collecting biological samples to keep an eye out for any, new alien threats on the horizon.
That's not as interesting.
Any of those missions call to you?
Well, we will go and speak to Percival back on Mars. We're a Vanguard, Terrormorphs. Would like to help by... yes. Alright. Oh, I'm ready to take... let's do some more Terrormorphs. This whole session's been about Terrormorphs. I'm ready to take them down.
Any chance to bag some bugs, right?
Hmm.
Well, I can provide. Let me just check my logs. Okay. These coordinates should get you to your first target... there. These missions are straightforward. Proceed to the location, kill the critter before it can do any more harm. Just be smart out there. Don't want you getting banged up too bad on your first hunt. Super et ultra, Captain.
Super et ultra, Tuala. So these are just going to be the generated repeatable missions now, right? Well, let's do a save. Let's first head back to Mars and see if we can recruit. There we go, Mars. So I need to remember which planet is in which order. Oh, we've actually got an activity to speak to him anyway. That's where we're going. I do kind of like how as you progress through these big storylines, it sort
Perhaps not the sort of place on which one would settle down.
Opens up more and more of the game, the universe, the lore, the things you can do. As much as I don't love repeatable quests, some of these are actually fun. Anyway, Big Vito, it's sleeping if it's 4 hours or more in your eyes. Oh man, I can't believe how little you sleep in the hours that you sleep at.
Here because you can handle it.
Oh, speech.
So any questions, concerns, anything at all giving you pause, you come see Dr. Walker or I. Little problems left unchecked become big problems.
Mm-hmm.
And we fix big problems here, not make them. Now let's get to work. Welcome, everyone, to the TMD.
All right, good speech, Hadrian. All right, where is Percival? Because we have an activity. Can we just... there we go. Just activate it. Where is he? Down there somewhere. Product of not having a job at the moment, so you get tired, you lay down. That's true, you can just do whatever you like. You don't need a schedule. You are free. I would do a lot more of that if I didn't have a job, actually. I wish I could retire. I just want to retire, play games, and I'll stream it, you know, I'll share. Oh, Kaiser's here.
I am here to support the TMD in whatever capacity it requires.
Right, well, I've never seen a robot with your capabilities before. Who built you?
Major Sanan is responsible for my creation. The work of the Xeno-warfare team required a vast array of specializations. Field scientists capable of surviving in deadly environs. Soldiers delicate enough to leave dangerous Xeno-life forms subdued, but unharmed. Major Sanan constructed me in an attempt to accomplish all those needs. I believe my field record would show that she was successful.
Okay, we can say that you were... That's weird, we have almost the exact same dialogue. Never seen another robot with your capabilities. You were built by Hadrian, right?
That is correct. Major Sanan is responsible for my creation. The work of the Xeno-warfare team required a vast array of specializations. Field scientists capable of surviving in deadly environs. Soldiers delicate enough to leave dangerous Xeno-life forms subdued, but unharmed. Major Sanan constructed me in an attempt to accomplish all those needs. I believe my field record would show that she was successful.
Can you tell me about your time with the Xeno Warfare unit?
My primary work was accompanying Major Sanan and Dr. Walker on field assignments to collect specimens for possible battlefield application. But on more than one occasion, I was actively deployed. My time on Nira, directing Unit 99 and its siblings against Freestar forces, was such a deployment.
Such a deployment. How'd you end up in Nira after the war?
I'm not certain. After the disbanding of the Red Devils and the Xeno Warfare team, I was put into storage. I do not know how I came to be reactivated. But a partially deleted log suggests sale to a non-military third party. I presume this third party was responsible for transporting me to Nira and providing me with my new directive. Eliminate the planet's remaining Xeno weapons. I have no additional data on the subject.
Yeah, that would have been Mr. Victus once more. Alright.
Closing log.
MKIceAndFire, let's talk to Percival.
Look who it is.
Kaiser, my freezer's been on the fritz. Is there any way you could store something for me?
Be seeing you.
I can do that, yes.
Oh, thank you, thank you. I can't afford another setback.
You are quite welcome.
Why, hello, fellow Class 1 citizen. That's never gonna get old. Now, was there something you needed?
Oh, I forgot to go claim our... Alright, after this we'll go and claim our penthouse. Can you tell me about your time in the Xeno Warfare unit?
Why? You wanna watch an old man squirm? What we did back then, we were trying to win a war. We used every tool we had, tools we were permitted to use at the time, to try and win it.
You okay? It's a tough position to find yourself in. I don't know what I would have done.
Well, let's hope it never comes to that. But at least now, with the TMD, some of that work is finally being put to better ends. Makes looking back a little less painful.
How long have you been with the UC?
Who knows? Probably need to cut me down and count the rings to figure it out at this point. I joined UC DRIP, Defense Research and Initiative Program, right after graduation. Worked on all kinds of projects, but I fell hard for Xenobio. Way I saw it, nature had already figured out plenty more than we ever will. So, why not just copy some of the answers? Initially, it was a lot of material sciences, using carapace to make tougher ship hulls, biofluids for helmet glass that didn't fog. But when the war started looming, top brass in the UC military had other ideas for what we should be looking into. That's where xenoweapons got started. There was a team before us, set up in some secret base somewhere, that laid down a fair bit of groundwork on the field. But when a lab accident took them down, they called on Hadrian and I to take up the mantle, set in motion everything that's come since.
Yeah, okay. Raven, no, this is still part of the base game. We haven't started the DLC yet. At this stage, I'll be kicking off Shattered Space next week, because we finally finished the Terrormorph questline. But yeah, no, this is just the aftermath of the UC Vanguard questline. So you and Hadrian have known each other for a long time, yeah?
Oh yeah. Known each other since the xenoweapons team first set up on Mars. You can imagine my shock when I walked into this place for the first time and found some plucky 19-year-old was gonna be my partner. We were supposed to be co-eds initially, but you've dealt with Hadrian. You can imagine about how long that lasted. But the Major knew her stuff. Saw potential in all her staff and knew how to get the best out of them. Kind of bull only an uncynical woman like Hadrian could pull off. For all the damage that group did, we were, well, we were real tight-knit. Having that back, it's nice.
Okay, sure. don't love how some of the characters' voice pitches changed slightly tonight. Like, did they not record them all at the same time?
Got me on the edge of my seat here.
Right, well, I've heard you've got some work for me, Percival.
You heard right. These Terrormorph attacks, they caught the UC off guard. UC Brass doesn't like that. So, they want us patrolling the front lines of xenological life, ensure we've got intel on any possible new alien threats. Which means we need someone to track down said aliens and harvest samples from them. And not just any sample from these animals is gonna do either. We're trying to build a comprehensive picture here, which requires specific cells from specific family lines of some oftentimes unfriendly creatures. But since dealing with unfriendly creatures falls square in your wheelhouse, well, I figured we might be able to recruit you for the task.
Yep. Okay. What sort of creatures are we talking about here?
Pretty much every beast, behemoth, critter, and chimera humanity's run across is on the list.
Right.
But we can send in-house researchers after the little guys. Your job will be primarily dealing with the, more troublesome species.
Some of that actually does sound fun. Harvesting samples, am I going to have to kill these creatures?
This isn't the same sort of harvesting you and Hadrian were doing with the Terrormorphs. A little will go a long way here. If you can get close enough to these creatures to harvest from them directly, you should be able to collect what we need without killing them. I checked with Lieutenant Gwalter before heading out. A good EM weapon could serve you well on these missions.
EM?
Though, if heavens forbid, there's no viable option other than putting the things down. We're only talking a select few specimens here. These populations will recover.
Yeah, I wonder if you need the maximum level of the xenobiologist skill or whatever it is, because when you've maxed that skill out, you can harvest ingredients from creatures without having to kill them. I wonder if it's related to that or if it's separate. Anyway, you can count on me.
Glad to hear it. There is just one additional wrinkle. UC spec this as a one-person job, but I convinced them this sort of task merits expert backup.
Yeah.
So, if you're interested, they've agreed to let you take Hadrian with you.
Yes.
You'll have to convince her, of course. But I don't think she'll fight you too badly.
Alright, so you don't need Hadrian here?
We could use Hadrian here, absolutely. But we have other scientists. Not a lot of other people can go up against apex predators and come home again and again. You and Hadrian are the right people for this job.
Alright. Well, I'd love to have Hadrian watching my back again.
I expect she wouldn't mind too badly being out there herself, so pay her a visit before you head out. Now, let's get you the details of your first quarry. Here you go. Head there, find your specimens, and bring those samples back here. I'll have a tech waiting outside to collect them from you. And remember, proximity should be all you need to get your samples. Get close, harvest, and get out before they spot you. Don't let them get the best of you, all right?
Alright, thanks, Percival. We're not going to do that mission just yet. Oh, that's an interesting compromising position. Welcome, Cultist Lane! How are you doing? Thank you for the raid. How was your stream tonight? What have you been playing? I don't have a proper shout-out thing configured on my stream config yet, so it doesn't show me. I really need to get that sorted.
Oh,
you playing Starfield?
Okay. I'll do that.
Glad I could help.
I do love the interactions you get. Alright, where is Hadrian? We saw her oh, is that her? Nope, that's a random. She gave a speech and then she walked off in a direction. I don't like searching for people. Nope. Don't think we have a quest marker. He was doing retro games, Star Control 2. I've never played that. Oh, we have a quest marker for Hadrian. We do have a quest. What a dickhead. I should just read the quest markers. How far away? How is she 60 meters away? Where did she go? She went and hid away in a back room. She did. She's hiding yonks away. There we go. All right. So you play Starfield often. Awesome. Have you jumped into Shattered Space yet? I'm hoping to do that next week. So I wanted to... So I'm in a New Game Plus. just been trying to focus on getting our friendship with Andrasia back up in preparation, and I've never done the Terraform questline with the UC, and we've just kind of finished that, so that's been really interesting too. So I've enjoyed the mysteries and the unraveling of that story. Alright, let's see if we can get Hadrian on board.
Hey, you need something?
That's a lot of skills. Holy balls. I do have a mod on that boosts some skills, but I didn't think it did that much. Anyway, yes, I'd like to talk to you about something.
Okay, I'm listening. What's going on?
You want to turn around and face me? How are things at HQ?
Things are good. It's nice to see the place cleaned up again. Brings back a lot of old memories.
How's your assignment with TMD going?
Been great so far. I'm happy to be working with Percival again. I think the TMD's set up to make a real difference in the settled systems. I'm honored to be a part of it.
Cool. Well, it's about my field assignment, and I could use some backup.
Backup? What does that have to do with me?
What do you think? Would you ever consider leaving Mars again?
Maybe. Why do you ask?
Oh, stop being so coy. Well, I was hoping you'd come with me. I think we make a good team.
Come with you?
Mm-hmm.
You can't be serious.
Mm-hmm.
There's no way Percival would okay that. I have important work to do here with the TMD.
Oh, it was his idea. It was Percival's idea. My assignment is dangerous. He thinks I should bring along an expert backup.
Expert backup, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds like Percival's just trying to get me out of his hair. I don't know about this. Leaving the TMD is a big decision.
Oh, come on. Oh, come on. Cultist Lane, you're going to be lurking. No worries. Thanks for hanging out, and thanks for raiding as well. So welcome raiders, by the way. We do lots of playthroughs of various games. Tend to focus on story games and lore-based games. The Bethesda games in particular, I also make a lot of mods for, and I'm looking to make a couple of mod lists. But you may know my name as Shade or Shadedness, so I've made a lot of mods in the last 6 months for Starfield in particular. And now I'm doing occasional streams playing through it with some mods, including my own, and also trialing some new mods as I do playthroughs. So thanks for coming to hang out. And you're waiting till Christmas for the DLC. That's not a bad idea, because you might be able to get it on sale or something, right? Anyway, Hadrian. Ooh. Yeah, I never thought you'd say no to an adventure.
Hold on now, don't put words in my mouth. I've never backed down from a challenge, and I'm not about to start. If you really need backup out there, I'll watch your six.
Hey. Alrighty. It'll mean helping out on my crew. Are you okay with that?
You can count on me to pull my weight. I'll always help out in combat, and I'm happy to assist you with any research too.
Having an extra xenosociologist around on this assignment sure couldn't hurt. We'll be dealing with plenty of hostile creatures.
Sounds good. Alright, I'm glad you're coming along. I think we'll do a lot of good together.
Yeah, I think so too.
Yeah.
Thank you for the offer. Really. It was unexpected, but I think this will be for the best. Both for me and for the settled systems.
Very good. Get on our ship. Confirm. Alright.
I'll head out soon. I just need to talk to Percival before I go. He's gonna get an earful for arranging this without talking to me about it first.
See you, Captain.
You tell him, do we get to witness this talking to, or is that just background? Thank you for the follow as well, Cultist Lane. Really appreciate it, and really appreciate you raiding into our session. I'll have to check out some of your Starfield streams and do a comparison. Major.
Hey, Captain.
What gear have you got?
Have something for me?
Ooh, just her special outfit, hey? Alright. Do we want to talk? We've talked to her a lot.
Safe travels.
Let's go. No, we can't romance her. Alright, so... I forgot. We need to go and get our awesome penthouse. Do we have... We don't have a marker. Okay, fine. Back to... Jemison. Back to New Atlantis. And I think it's the commercial district. What do we need? Alpha Centauri. I always forget the names of the star systems. Jemison. And nope. Commercial district. Oh yeah, I've still got to pay off our mortgage on our dream home that you get as one of the traits. I'll do that later. I'm still trying to save up a bit more money for doing some ship building. So our ship is coming along, but still needs some more.
I would like a chance to talk to you, if you are able.
We talk again already. Let's park it for now, please. And ship. So there's our ship at the moment. Quite the weapon. Has a few modded parts, but theoretically no overpowered or cheaty modded parts. Only used vanilla game weapons. Because I just can't tell if some of these modded weapons are balanced or not, and everyone loves to make mods where things are overpowered, which I find a bit frustrating, but other people like it, so that's all good. Here is the real estate office. Let's go here. Grizz, what are you doing in your playthrough? Where are you up to in your current line of stuff, assuming you're still tuned in? Alright, real estate agent.
Well, well, if it isn't the United Colony's newest Class 1 citizen.
That's right.
You've made quite a name for yourself in New Atlantis.
Yep.
In fact, the higher-ups want to thank you for your dedicated service by giving you one of the nicest pieces of real estate in the city. It's a premium penthouse at the top of Mercury Tower. Best location in New Atlantis, in my professional opinion. What do you say? It'll just take a second to get you registered as the owner.
Yeah, well, it costs nothing, so yeah, I'm interested.
Great. You're in for a real treat. It's one of my favorite apartments in the city.
Okay.
Okay, you're all set. Your new home's located in Mercury Tower in the residential district. You'll love the place. It has a gorgeous floor plan and an unbeatable view of the city. Now that you're an owner, I'm sure I'll be seeing you around town.
Sounds good. Building materials added to ship's cargo hold. Okay. Visit your penthouse. Oh, I missed it. I was too slow on the button. Not talking to Andrasia, but we will go to our penthouse. So, Grizz, you just started Constellation. So you're doing the artifact collecting? Because you're a New Game Plus. Are you going to stay in that New Game Plus, or are you going to try and do a few New Game Pluses like I did? I want to change my pack over back to my Mantis pack, because it's got my Deluxe Dynamic Boost pack, so we can boost further. I realize I probably should have just fast traveled over there, but it took me months of playing this game or mucking around in this game to eventually realize that the whole city is actually one map. So you can just literally run from one area to another. I thought each district was a whole separate map, a separate cell, separate location.
Movie was epic.
It is not.
Definitely better than the last Interceptor.
But why did they replace the handler? I thought the actress was amazing.
She turned him down. She apparently signed on to do some Shakespeare film. King Lear, I think.
How many damned versions of Shakespeare do we need? I mean, after Kincaid's King Lear, why bother, right?
Huh? You have hidden depths, Bob.
There are so many random NPC conversations like that to be had. They're kind of interesting. Alright, here is our penthouse, all unfurnished. Ooh, and this... Whoa, boy! We are up very high. Oh, balls. That makes me clench a little bit. I'm always kind of impressed. Well, depends on the context, I guess, but video games still manage to trigger my real-life fear of heights sometimes. Is this the shower? Why is this just an empty room? I'm assuming this is bathroom, or is it a pantry? Because why would you put a bathroom on the back of a kitchen? So maybe it's not. What else have we got? Here's the bathroom. Yep, very good. Oh, I got stuck behind the door. Weird. Alright, try again. This could be maybe a living room or a TV room. What do we got? This takes us out to another balcony. We get 2 balconies. This one overlooks the city, the other one overlooks the wilderness. And what? Oh, it's some farmland and another landing pad out there for something. I wonder if those are randomly generated. Don't know. Another bathroom. How many bathrooms do we need? All of them. All the bathrooms. What have we got in here? Laundry, yes. Well, I guess everyone needs laundry. And that's it. This is the bedroom. Alright, cool. Well, maybe one day I'll furnish this. I don't know. I tend to not really use player homes in this game because I tend to set up my spaceship as my home. Well, that's the intention, because I'm always in the spaceship. I'm rarely going to want to come back here. Same reason I haven't really bothered with outposts, I guess. Alright, let's jump out. Geronimo, yay for boost packs. Otherwise, this would be absolutely terrifying. Yeah, there we go. And we're back down. Cool. Alright, before we finish up tonight, let's go and do a bug hunt. Porrimer 2. Let's go fight some Terrormorphs in a repeatable, randomly generated mission.
Are you working toward that next technological leap?
Why are we in neon? That is not... Yep, I apparently had the wrong mission selected. Let's try that again. Not neon, Porrimer. Much better.
Greetings, pilot. This is Jiro Sugiyama, head of Paradiso Security. I apologize for coming over this emergency channel, but we are in need of assistance concerning the large ship in orbit, and we value discretion in this matter. If you are willing and able, please see me as soon as possible at the main security office in Paradiso. Over and out.
Aha. Paradiso I have never done, and I think I'm aware about the large ship in orbit, what it's about. I think I've heard of this in my readings. Anyway, we are not doing that today. I think Paradiso is meant to be an interesting one, so maybe I'll do that on stream. Maybe I'll save that. I won't do it offline. Paradiso, no. Let's go across to this location, the Crystal Crater. Yeah, we'll check out Paradiso and this other ship another day. I stumbled across another side quest, which I was planning to do in this session if we had time, but we don't have time, so we'll save that for another day. It sounded really interesting. Evolving clones. Alright, ship is down. Let's go. Alright, let's jump in the car. Boarding the ship. Oh, crash into a tree. Alright, let's boost and fly. Alright, we are near where we need to be. It's a diseased Terrormorph. Isn't that interesting? Doki. Yes, void form. Hey, little bastard.
You've met your match.
Oh! Did that thing teleport? Slow time whilst we hover across. Oh man, these things are so tough. Ooh. Burn, baby, burn. That's got you. And it gives you a whole bunch of XP. I'm starting to think one of the fastest ways to level, or interesting ways to level, is to do some of these repeatable quests. tests anyway.
Prophet is... I would like a chance to talk to you, if you are able.
I know you would like to do that, Andreja. We'll probably have to... Whoops. Probably have to wait till our next stream session. Alright, well that was surprisingly fast. Harvest some samples. I think I want to do that right now. But we're also out of time. Oh, we've got a Crimson. That's right, I forgot I've got a Crimson fleet to take out as part of the Trackers Alliance. Let's go and do that, and then that will close out our session. Let's put our new ship to the test. Because I haven't actually used it in combat yet. It should be decent. It's a bit slower though. Okay, we are in the system. We've got power. Ooh. Ooh, did you just teleport in? Alright, focus on any of them. Come on. Oh, we got bounty hunters on our tail. Okay, lock on. Yeah, that works. More bounty hunters. Come on, lock on. Lock on. Why are we not locking? Come on, lock on, you son of a bitch. Too far away. There we go. Oh, those missiles hurt. I have some chonky... There we go. So I have some chonky missiles now too. Lots of bounty hunters. And some friendlies too. It's going to be fun.
Target has lost its engines. The target shields are offline.
The bats are got their grabber. You guys get to join the No Shields Club.
You tell him, Sammy. And we are leveling up our... Oh, this one I want to see. I would like to try and take out their engines. And... Nope, we blew them up. God damn it. I just wanted to damage their engines and take their ship. Ah, well. Maybe this... Maybe we are too powerful. Oh, that was fun. That's not what we came here for. We came for a pirate bounty. Were there friendlies nearby? Where's the friendlies? Sometimes they give us a reward. Let's loot all the ships first. Alright, no, the friendlies are gone. Alright then, fine. Deselect. There we go. Onto the relevant planet.
Weapons locked.
There we go. Ooh, you're a big fella. Going to take your ship. Yeah. Engine, can we carefully... Yeah. Oh, we've nearly killed the whole ship. Yep. Alright. Apparently it's a little bit challenging to steal a ship now. Oh well. Mission done anyway. If it works, it works. Balancing the books. Ah, that's right. That's a side quest in Neon. I'll do that off stream. Alright, cool. Well, maybe I will need to consider implementing some EM weapons. You can't get EM missiles, can you? I've currently got some ballistics, some particle, and some missiles. Alright, that's it for our session tonight. Thanks for coming along and hanging out. Appreciate everyone who is lurking in the background or coming along to chat or doing whatever you are doing Doesn't bother me. I'm just glad that you're here. Thank you for those who have raided in. Cultist Lane and your followers. Really appreciate you hanging out with us and following along. So thank you very much for that. Thank you to our sponsors, both on Patreon and our Twitch subscribers. You guys are absolute legends. And of course, thank you to our community moderators. You guys are awesome as well. We couldn't do all of this without you. If you are interested in talking and hanging out with us more in this community, there are links to my Discord on my profile on Twitch. They are also in the description below if you are watching on YouTube. Hope you're all having an awesome week. Next session is theoretically tomorrow night for some community co-op games. We're not sure what we're doing yet. We'll check on Discord. If people are unavailable, we might just do some more Starfield. I don't know. We'll see what happens. Otherwise, we'll be continuing with some Starfield next week and potentially actually starting the DLC. I want to get Andresia's personal quests underway first as part of that lead up, both from a character development linking to the DLC, but also just revisiting and reinforcing some of the lore surrounding House Faroon. So we are going in fully prepared, fully cocked. All right, stick around for a few minutes. Let's find someone else to raid on Twitch. Give them a buzz, give them some energy, give them some happy, fun times. In the meantime, thanks for hanging out with me. This has been Nerdedness. I've been Shade. You've been awesome, and I'll see you in the next one.